Checking sound, 1 2 1 2. Check.
At this time, would everyone please rise? Gentlemen, remove your caps and turn your attention to the north end zone where members of the VFW Post 9053 of Shepherd Plains will raise the flag for the playing of our national anthem.
Yep. Sideline. Yep. Sure. South guys look like Colorado.
Stand by, Michael. Coming to you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cue.
Good evening. This is Michael Sussman joining you live from East Shade River Stadium for tonight's high school football showdown between the Wahama White Falcons and the home team, the Eastern Eagles. Tonight's game presented by Bob's Market and Greenhouses in Mason, Belpre, and Gallipolis, as we join you over the airwaves on 93.1 FM, as well as our Facebook page and WOWK Plus. And Tom Hunter joining me in the booth. When we talk Bend area football, they don't get any bigger than this.
No, a huge matchup on both sides of the river here. Wahama, of course, on a roll in West Virginia Class A football as they tried to defend that championship from a year ago. Jason Jackson continuing to build on the success that he's established with this Eastern Eagles program as he came across the river from Ravenswood, where he had a lot of success over Ravenswood and brought that same mentality, that hard edge to the Eastern program, and they've translated that hard edge into a lot of playoff success in recent years. This should be a fantastic matchup tonight in this Bend area rivalry.
Eastern comes in at 3-2. Last time out fell to Trimble 28-13. The Wahama White Falcons with a decisive 55-6 win at Wirt County last Friday night. Reason Stitt was our player of the game, rushed for 245 yards and 6 touchdowns. That's where the conversation starts with head coach James Toth.
Reason's had a few pretty crazy rushing statistics box score-wise this year, but I think last week was really impressive just because he broke so many tackles. What makes him so tough to break down, and how much do you guys work on trying to spin out of tackles and breaking them and just keeping those feet moving?
He does a really good job of not going down or making somebody actually tackle him. He doesn't anticipate being tackled. And I've had running backs that done that in the past. And so, he makes you tackle him. And if you don't tackle him well, he's going to get out of it strong and fast. He's not powerful, but, he's a really good running back, and we're really happy to have him.
And it makes it a lot easier when you got guys like Hunter Miller paving the way. How can you describe his value to this football team?
He's always had great potential, but it's starting to be realized. And he's a kid who's getting better every week. He works hard. He's a leader. He's just the type of kid that you need on your football team in order to be successful.
What does it take to reach a kid when you know that they can be great but maybe don't realize it themselves yet?
I think you have to talk about the possibilities, and maybe give examples of, for instance, do you want to be like this guy, or do you want to be one of those guys that had unfulfilled potential? And so we talk about, the people who have played here well. We talk about what are your aspirations? How do you get to the next level? And so we talk a lot to them about a lot of things that make them want to be the best they can be. And a lot of them are buying into that. I mean, I've had kids who have exceeded my own expectations progressing throughout the program, Connor Lambert being one of them. Not that I didn't expect him to be a good football player, but he was even more exceptional than I thought he could be.
Is that kind of a sign that you got the culture rolling?
So, culture is fragile, and it's something that we've worked really hard on. I've really wanted stability in our program with our coaches, even our middle school coaches. I've wanted the same guys in there. And I do a lot of coaching our coaches. So, they know what I expect, and then it trickles down to the players. And your culture and what you believe in and what you emphasize is really who you are as a program. But we work on it daily.
Talking to White Falcon head football coach James Toth. Got a tough challenge this week against the Eastern Eagles. They love to run the football, big team, a lot of heavy sets. Let's start there. What will it take to slow down the run game?
It'll take, our defensive linemen and our front seven really on their toes, understanding what they like to do, anticipating it and stopping it, tackling well. The physicality thing is something that we have practiced and talked about it. And, we kind of pride ourselves on wanting to be the most physical team on the field. And that'll be tested this week. They're a physical team. They want to play the game in a phone booth. And, if that's the case, let's do it.
White Falcon head football coach James Toth had a great showing at South Gallia for kind of a local road game earlier this season. How important is it to try to balance out some of that crowd noise and to have a lot of red and white there?
It's of the utmost importance. We feel like we have to, and let me say this: we've traveled really well this year. I've been really impressed with our attendance on our away games thus far. We're going to need that Friday night. I expect the atmosphere to be playoff-like and buzzing. So, the more people we have there, the better we'll be. Let's show them our best effort.
Well, Coach Toth's wish came true. This place is packed.
Yeah, it's always a big crowd for this one, whether it's at Bechtel Stadium in Mason or here at East Shade River Stadium in this picturesque setting at Reedsville, Ohio. A huge crowd, the Eastern faithful, a lot of support here, a beautiful moon popping up over the hill here on the back edge. I'm very familiar with this place, a graduate of this place in 1991.
Former class president, right?
I was a class president here in 1991, the Eastern Eagles, so very familiar with this place. It's a great venue for high school football. It's a place where the Eagles have called home since 1957, 1958, and a lot of great community support here within this Meigs County community for this football program and everything that Eastern does academically, athletically. A lot of strong support here in this northern Meigs County community for this school.
Here come the Eastern Eagles in the home green on green uniforms as they have the fireworks behind them. How about that? Got to talk to head coach Jason Jackson ahead of the action. It's one of the best run-in attacks in Southeast Ohio. Parker Durst, a sophomore, having some success. 43 carries, 320 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground this season. And we talked about that earlier with Coach Jason Jackson.
Coach, Parker Durst has given you a lot in the rushing department this year as a good complimentary to Edwards. What have you seen from him with the ball in his hands?
He's a very strong runner for a young guy as a sophomore. He's got great vision and just a desire to never quit. He's also been a pretty good receiver for us. And, last week versus Waterford, he got a touchdown. He actually broke 4 tackles getting into the end zone. So definitely a good hard-nosed runner. He's definitely developing a little more every week. So we're definitely happy to have him as part of our team.
When you talk about breaking tackles, is that a skill? Is that something that you work on in practice, not going down, being relentless?
Yeah, it's something that, the old school saying, you get up in the briar patch, that's Coach Dick Sturm, always one of his favorite sayings. But we always tell him, you got to run into the area that we're blocking and things will open up. And, as far as breaking tackles, we're all the time using our dummies, to simulate, tacklers and stuff and running through the tackler. So it's something we work on all the time. And ball security, we're constantly working on that. When you get your shoulders running behind your pads, you hear that a lot, So it's definitely something we work on all the time.
We talked ahead of the year about how you wanted to see a big step this year from Blaze Gilmore. He's among the team leaders in tackles. Has he progressed? What have you seen in his development?
Yeah, Blaze has done a great job. Versus Waterford last week, I believe he had 11 tackles. And those were tackles all within, a couple yards of the line of scrimmage. So, we always work on him with running to what we call the 2-cone in pursuit. It's basically a yard off the ball, and we want him making tackles both, sideline to sideline in that area. That's what you want your Mike to do, and he's doing that. So he's progressed. He's living up to, the linebackers I've coached before him, and I'm very proud of him.
That is Eastern head football coach Jason Jackson on Blaze Gilmore. Watch out for number 50 tonight. He normally wears 30. That was a right before the game change. Going to step to a quick break. When we come back, it's Wahama versus Eastern.
Get ready for the fall season at Bob's Market and Greenhouses in Mason, Belpre, and Gallipolis. Bring your home to life with their lovely selection of fall decor. And Bob's also has hardy fall garden mums perfect for your front porch or garden. You can stock up your produce supply as Bob's has the tastiest fresh fruits and vegetables anywhere. Bob's Market and Greenhouses, a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports, wishes good luck to the White Falcon football team this fall. Bob's Market, growing flowers, friends, and family since 1970.
And we're back to it at East Shade River Stadium. The Wahama White Falcons will kick off left to right on the dial. Hunter Miller about ready to send it away as the Eastern Eagles will drop Parker Durst and Sam Balch back. All 12s on the scoreboard, ready to roll. There's the whistle as Miller will send a line drive towards the right middle, brought out to the 25 to the 30. Slipped a tackle, dives past the 35. The ball came out at the end of it, but I think he was down. Decent return there.
Team news and all our local programming free. Get the WOWK Plus TV app today.
Download the free WOWK Plus app now. Go to your TV store and search WOWK Plus.
Running back, he was their quarterback previously. Has 532 yards on the ground, 6 touchdowns. Tom, what are some early keys for Eastern?
Well, I think if you're Eastern, you just want to get some good, sustained ball control drives here on the offensive side of the football, as we have an early assessment of a penalty here before the first snap on this offensive series for the Eagles.
So that'll negate a solid return there from Balch.
But definitely want to take advantage of the opportunity to set the tempo here early if you're Eastern.
In the shotgun here, Edwards goes in motion. They'll give it to him on a sweep. Angled towards the right. Brought down by Jake Roberts right around the line of scrimmage. Might have lost one. Jake Roberts, one of the leaders on this football team, came in with 32 tackles. I'll say he lost one. Edwards also a factor in the receiving game, has 4 catches, 130 yards, a couple touchdowns. As the White Falcon and Eastern cheerleaders will cheer on the same side tonight. Yonker looking for an option to throw. The ball came out, it's fumbled, sack, fumbled. The White Falcons jump on it. It was Austin Shadwell that got there. And they turn him over deep in Eagles territory. D'Angelo Thompson jumped on it.
And that's not what you wanted, Michael, if you were the Eastern Eagles. You wanted an opportunity to establish tempo here. Great defensive pressure by that front 7 of Wahama, bringing the pressure there, creating the opportunity off the turnover, and the White Falcons in business in the red zone to start their first possession of the night.
That's how you make a statement on the road as Trey Simpkins is in the shotgun. Reason stood off his left hip. 2 receivers left as Beers and Roberts will switch sides of the formation. The hand inside, Stitt tackled around the legs. Maybe got one.
Nice stop that time by Mason Shepard, the senior for the Eagles.
Shepard, big part of this game plan. He's got 14 TFLs.
And he's a guy that can fill space at 6'4", 225 there in that middle. Nice job. He's quick on his feet as well.
Empty set with Simpkins. Now sends Beers behind him. Flips it to Trayvon. Trayvon heads outside, cruises up the field towards the first down marker. And that'll move the sticks.
Going to be just short of the pylon as they worked him out near the 1-yard line over there on that far sideline, Michael.
Trayvon Beers, the junior.
Looks like the spot will be the 2.
Cooper Roush with man coverage out here to the right side at receiver, and a single receiver out to the left. Now Simpkins will hand up the gut. Stitt leaps, and he got it over the plane. Touchdown, White Falcons. 2-yard touchdown. 20th rushing score this year for the junior.
And Wahama capitalizing on that early turnover. You get set up, Michael, in red zone field position. They're able to run very efficiently with that rushing attack and immediately get into the end zone for their first points of the evening.
How about Stitt showing off the hops at the end of that, just going vertical?
Had a nice push up front, a lot of blocking to run behind to get it across the goal line.
The White Falcons go for two often. They're just going to kick the PAT here as Hunter Miller is out. Braden Stats on to hold. Hold is down, kick is up. And it is good. The Wahama White Falcons up 7-0 on the road at East Shade River Stadium. We're back after this on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf.
Romance scams are more common than you might think, and they can impact both your heart and your finances. Scammers often build trust online, creating a connection before asking for money. At Farmers Bank, we're here to help you stay informed and alert. Remember, a genuine relationship doesn't come with a price tag. Protect your personal and financial information, and don't let emotions cloud your judgment. Stay safe, protect your wallet, and guard your heart. Farmers Bank. We care about you and your well-being. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The University of Rio Grande and Rio Grande Community College is... along the way. At Rio, we are changing tomorrows by making an affordable education within reach. Visit us online at rio.edu.
And we're back to it at Eastern High School. The Wahama White Falcons up 7-0 with 10:20 left in the first quarter. Kickoff towards the right, bounces to Durst. He'll bobble it, runs horizontally, and is caught inside of the 20 by Joshua Laporte around the 17. Good tackle.
Nice pursuit by Laporte on the outside edge as he gets in on the ball carrier, and just a good stop by the sophomore there. Again, that scoring summary reason, Stitt the 2-yard touchdown run. 3-play, 15-yard drive. Hunter Miller with the PAT kick at 10:20 in the first quarter, and it's a 7-0 lead for the White Falcons.
Simple enough, quick start after the turnover, the forced fumble from Austin Chadwell, and the recovery from Thompson. They'll go quads, receivers, one of the backfield. As Yonker will take the shotgun, has a small hole up the middle, on his feet, past the first down. Wrangled down at about the 29.
And in on the pursuit there for Wahama, it was Charles Fowler getting the initial tackle on him and helping to finish him off there at the end of the play was Braden Stats.
Charles Ian Fowler having a big-time season for the White Falcons. 25 tackles. As they'll go four receivers once again. Actually 5-1 in tight by the line. Snap, Yonker, designed quarterback run. Spun down by Jake Roberts after a pickup of about 3.
If you're Jason Jackson, this is what you want to see. Continuing to chip away here, putting yourself in a position on second down here where you could potentially convert. You're not working out of a second and long situation. You're making progress, working your way downfield.
I'll say pickup of 4, second down and 6, 9:35 and ticking. The Eagles going right to left on the dial as Balch out at wide out with Roush across from him. Yonker looking to throw, throws deep and left. Edwards goes up, makes the catch initially, then lost it as Cooper Roush helped to deflect it away.
Nice pass coverage by Roush. Stayed on him, just stayed hands up there with him, and almost came away with a circus-like catch there on the eastern sideline. Crowd would have erupted had he pulled that pass in there on the near sideline.
That was a dot from Yonker. That was in the spot where
it's a nice-looking throw.
The receiver was the most likely to get a good recovery there from Cooper. Sets up 3rd and 6, a chance for Wahama to get off the field. As Yonker looks each way, catches the snap, rolls right, lets it fly. Caught for the first down. Trayvon Beers will push him out, and that'll move the chains. Reeled in by Colton Lloyd.
A nice pickup of nearly 10 there, enough to keep things moving for the Eagles.
Colton Lloyd, a guy that we talked about with Coach in the open. Lloyd, one of their main targets, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns, has his first grab. 9:13 and going, 7-0 Wahama, 1st and 10 from the Eastern 40. Again, a pass play. Yonker throws short and high. It's intercepted. Reason Stitt tackled. And the White Falcons with a second straight turnover.
But we've got a penalty marker back by the line of scrimmage. The penalty marker was thrown just as the football was released from his hands. Stitt coming up with the pick at the 48-yard line, so we'll wait to sort things out here and see what we have.
Heads-up play there from Stitt. Had the receiver open. It was just up high a little bit. As the White Hat will sort things out, the center judge, Dustin Bunner. Referee, Jason Blair. Umpire, Chris McGraw. Linesman, Brian Baden. Line judge, Scotty Fields. Back judge, Josh Beatty.
And Coach Toth walking out there off of that far sideline to check and see what the situation is. And this one's going to be against the White Falcons. And a 15-yarder, so probably a face mask personal foul. Didn't see the signal there from the White Hat from the referee, Jason Blair, but a 15-yarder. And that's a big penalty to keep things moving for Eastern, moving them into Wahama territory now, Michael, at the 45-yard line, 1st and 10.
As Eastern sends 3 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Ronnie Golden inside in the slot. It's back to Yonker, steps up, throws high and deep, and incomplete. Again, a flag down as Elijah Hicks' helmet popped off at the end of the play.
Yeah, and that one came off as Hicks's headgear was popping off there. Probably going to be a hold against the Eagles. See what we've got. Want to welcome our audience watching us on the WOWK Plus app tonight. Great to be working with the Next Star Media Group, WOWK Plus, reaching out to more homes across the tri-state region and beyond. Good for those folks that want to watch us from faraway locales like Florida and Arizona. And so welcome to everybody watching us tonight, not only on that app, but also over on the Vandalia media channels as well, and listening to us here in the Bend area on 93.1 The Wolf.
Without question, excited about that partnership as that penalty went against Eastern. They face a 1st and 25. They run outside with Durst, and he's spun out by Reason Stitt as he was hanging on to his jersey.
Nice pursuit by Stitt, staying with it. Had help there waiting, but did not let up on his pursuit of the running back. And a lot of yardage to work with to get down to the end of the chains there for Eastern, a 2nd and long situation.
Durst pickup of 5, 2nd and 20. As Yonker catches the snap, sets the feet, plenty of time, throws over the middle, caught past the White Falcon 35, down to the 30, and on his feet. Aiden Young will escort him out of bounds there as Ethan Edwards rips off the chunk play.
With Jason Jackson's ability here early on, Michael, with this offense to spread the field, he's trying to keep this White Falcon defense a little bit more honest tonight. And it's creating some opportunities here for Eastern, as this is a huge drive for them here early in this ball game.
1st and 10. Just inside the red zone. Back to Yonker. Quarterback run. Surged past the tackle of Roberts. Brought down around the 16. Gain of about 4. As Eastern will slow the tempo and huddle back up. Play clock down inside 20 as the White Falcons lead it 7-0 at East Shade River Stadium. 7:40 and winding left in the first quarter. Kyler Basham in the backfield here. as he'll get the give, and nothing doing. Stonewalled by D'Angelo Thompson and Roberts for nothing.
Nice job by Thompson and Roberts. Roberts, the senior, in there, went low, and that was a key to making that stop there near the line.
Trying to get the sophomore Basham into the mix. Has 4 carries for 65 yards, a touchdown on the season. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Durst in the backfield as Yonker surveys, throws in the flat, caught by Durst. Durst plants a foot in the ground and crawls his way close to the first down.
That's going to move him, I think. Looks like the spot's going to be beyond the marker. Let's see where they put it down. Going to be close.
He dial it down at first, show to fourth. They're going to fix it. He got it. First down.
And move the chains now. And that's going to be a first and goal situation. The ball just right at the 10. They're going to drop the down markers with the spot right on the 10-yard line.
Back to Yonker. Runs up the middle and is met and tackled for no gain. It was D'Angelo Thompson. He's been active, having a big game early. .6:28 and going. Eastern going right to left. White Falcons up 7-0. 2nd and 10. Goal to go situation. Trips left, 1 right. Durst, sidecar. As it's back to Yonker. Drifts left, throws low, incomplete. Intended for Basham. As Braden Stats was in coverage.
Had Basham set up there.
Flag on the play. We'll try to hopefully be able to hear this one.
With Basham getting in front of that Wahama coverage, just underthrown slightly. Let's see where the penalty is.
Holding on the Eagles.
That's a tough one for the green and white.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Bob's Market and Greenhouses in Mason, Belpre, and Gallipolis. Active night for football. Got college football, WVU kicking off after this tomorrow.
We'll have to take a nap, between games. So we'll have to take like a short power nap to stay up for the WVU game tonight.
I took one earlier. Yonker, all day to throw, throws over the middle. It's high and incomplete. Had his man Lloyd.
Yeah, if he could have just floated it in there a little bit lighter, it was there.
Just ran the post pattern right across the middle of the defense.
This Eastern offense showing a lot of different looks here early.
The White Falcons lead this series all-time 34-11. Last year it was a 55-31 win and a shootout at Bechtel. 2 receivers each side. It's back to Yonker. Plants his feet, rolls out, throws on the run towards the corner, and it's over the head of Edwards, incomplete.
Edwards was camped out there.
Reason Stitt provided the coverage, did all he could. So Eastern going to attempt a field goal, and this is well within the range of Hayden Wilcoxon. We talked to him during the Bend Area preseason show ahead of the year. Said that he was kind of self-taught as far as kicking went. Picked it up ahead of high school. A lefty kicker. They'll run Lloyd onto the PAT or the field goal unit late.
It'd be about a 37-yard attempt from the spot at the 27.
The holder's Edwards. Holds down. Kick is up. And it is good. 37-yarder. Stone dead from Hayden Wilcoxon. It's 7-3 Wahama with 5:40 left in the first quarter. We're back after this on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf.
The Car Ferry, scaring away high prices at Mark Porter Ford, Jackson, Ohio. 300 units at these deals. We might set a sales record. Here are the deals. 25, 26 F-250s and F-350s, over 100 available. Save up to $10,000 off. 2025 F-150 pickups, save up to $10,000 off and get 3.9 for 72 months. 2024 Mavericks Hybrids, $26,499, only 12 left. Still thinking? 100 Super Duties, $10,000 off. Wow! 2025 Ford Expedition, 10 in stock, new body style. Can you say hot, hot, hot? Full-size Broncos save $6,000 off. Get yours customized today. 2025 Bronco Sport starting at $29,999, 30 in stock. 2025 Ford Explorers 3.9% for 72 months. Save up to $5,000 off. As your Ford low price dealer, we sell everywhere. We do volume while others do price. Shop 24 hours a day at markporterford.com. 2025 Mavericks, 40 available, 300 in stock, more coming every day. 400 pre-owned vehicles. Shop markporterauto.com or come to Route 32 and Mayhew Road, Jackson, Ohio.
And we're back to it at East Shade River Stadium. Low kick from Will Coxon. It'll trickle to Trayvon Beers, who jumps on it at the 24-yard line.
Biggest thing about that Eastern Drive, Michael,
news and all our local programming free. Get the WOWK Plus TV app today.
Download the free WOWK Plus app now. Go to your TV store and search WOWK Plus.
To get 7, but if you can get 3 behind a strong leg early in this one, keep the momentum rolling. Good positive steps for Jason Jackson's offense.
Will Coxon, such a weapon to have at the high school level. As Trey Simpkins is back in the shotgun, he'll fake it to Beers. Quarterback run off the right, has it out to the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, and tackled at the Eastern 30 by Ethan Edwards. Huge play, Trey Simpkins. A 46-yard run for Simpkins. Trace reactivated last week at Wirt County. Started against East Hardy to begin the year. And then the unfortunate injury looked just fine there. Handoff goes Stitt. Stitt bounces it out upfield and met right around the first down marker at the 20.
And Stitt that time bouncing off that first defender and then gets ahead of steam and kind of kicks it in another gear. Nice piece of running there by Stitt.
Stitt pickup of 9, was tackled at the end of it by Blaze Gilmore. Second and short, 5:05 left in the first.
Everything begins with water. From our cool mountain springs to the winding streams working their way through the hills and into our rivers. Just like water, progress starts small with a vision, a plan, and an impactful project. Because when we invest in the foundation, we build stronger communities. The Thrasher Group. Building stronger communities together with you.
The atmosphere. And they're telling folks to make sure don't turn their lights on and off as it distracts on the field of play. This is something that they just added here in the last 15, 20 years, and it's become very popular. The home fans ever on the other side tailgating.
Handoff goes Beers, lowers the shoulder, decks one inside of the 10. As Josiah Kearns made the tackle. Strong physical run from Beers.
So Wahama setting up now a first and goal situation, and they wind the clock and the play clock winding again with 4:34 and running here in the first quarter.
Back for Simpkins, drops on the ground, picks it up, has to scramble, and broke one, and the pursuit, 3 or 4 Eagles come in and make the tackle. White Falcons lose a couple. As 42 in green, Jacob Parker involved in the stop.
And with Simpkins, you appreciate the effort, but you also appreciate the fact you're just back in the lineup. Get down. Stay healthy and get down. I mean, again, appreciate the effort, but it's just got to be careful in a situation like that.
I think Coach Toth would agree with you. As Wahama sends Cooper Roush out to the left And Aiden Young on the near side to the right. The handoff up the middle. Reason Stitt untouched into the end zone.
What a hole. Nice job by the right side of that White Falcon line. They blew up a hole that you could drive a Mack truck through.
Second touchdown for Reason Stitt. 21st rushing touchdown of the season. 22nd total. And we're only in week 6. So Hunter Miller back on for the point after. Drilled it last time. Stats to hold as the White Falcons up 13-3. Approaching 7:30 on 93-1 The Wolf. Miller perfect through the uprights. 14-0 Wahama. We'll step to a break on 93.1 The Wolf. Check that. 14-3. 14-3 White Falcons. Back after this.
It's time to make your dreams a reality by finding a lovely new place at Home Pro Custom Builders in Point Pleasant. Family owned and operated for over a decade, Home Pro specializes in custom modular and mobile homes. They offer full service excavation and septic installation services as well. Model homes are open for viewing Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come on down to Home Pro Custom Builders at 3411 Jackson Avenue in Point Pleasant. For more information, call 304-675-4386 and check out the website at homeprowv.com.
To upgrade your home with a comfortable new setup, stop by Main Street Furniture and Flooring in Middleport. Main Street Furniture and Flooring offers a wide selection of premium sofas, recliners, mattresses, and more. And if you're looking to renovate from the ground up, Main Street sells and installs quality carpet and flooring products. Call 740-691-5125 for more information. Main Street Furniture and Flooring in Middleport. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
And we're back to it on 93.1 The Wolf, your home for local high school football. 14-3, Wahama on top of Eastern with 3:45 left in the first quarter. Hunter Miller kicks it up the right, returned towards the middle of the field. A short gain to the 30. Coming in to make the
team news and all our local programming free. Get the WOWK Plus TV app today.
Download the free WOWK Plus app now. Go to your TV store and search WOWK Plus.
3 lead for the White Falcons as we approach the final stages here of this opening quarter at East Shade River Stadium in Reedsville.
I think Coach Toth has to feel really good about the execution so far. These are the types of games you can get almost too excited for. And Wahama, just routine. Saw what the offensive line did there. As it's back to Yonker. Eastern starts out the drive. He completes to Kyler Basham. Tackled at the 39-yard line, just shy of the first down. Good completion there. First Basham reception, third of the season. Sets up 2nd and 1. As Eastern going to huddle up here. Do we have some early scores?
Got some early scores. In Class Single A, Chapmanville actually playing out of Triple A against Single A Tulsa. 20-0 first quarter score tonight down in Wayne County.
Trips right, one to the left. Yonker catches the snap, plants the feet, throws deep and over the middle, has a man wide open, and bounces incomplete, a little long and a little right, as Ethan Edwards emerged, had a good 5 yards of space.
Talk about scores. The biggest scoreboard watching White Falcons were doing was actually last night when Wheeling Central lost to Barnesville, Ohio last night, 43-14. So a big loss for Wheeling Central that will play a role in how things fall, where teams are seeded, I'm sure, once we get to playoff time here in the state of West Virginia.
I think after this week you can start to think about it.
You got to begin looking at how the chips are going to fall.
As Edwards goes in motion in front of Yonker, they hard count. The White Falcons nearly jumped, might have got away with a flinch, then a flag comes in late from the back judge. Signaled delay of game. And it is.
It was Elijah Hicks who it looked like jumped there for a moment but had an opportunity to reset, got reset. And now the delay of game penalty is Eastern. That's what they were trying to do, I think, was just trying to draw things out to bring a White Falcon penalty, trying to draw them offside. So with 2:53 left to go here in this first quarter clock now, the delay of game is going to move them back to a 3rd and 6 situation.
So in the shotgun is Yonker. As he'll drop, looks right, completes it to Durst. Durst past the 40, up the field to the 45. That'll move the chains as Simpkins escorted him out.
First down, Eagles.
The Eagles keep things moving here.
Gain of 15 there for Durst. His second catch has 27 all-purpose yards. First quarter clock down to 2:35 and moving. 14-3 Wahama. As the band plays along behind the end zone, they give on the sweep. Edwards jab step, cuts up the field, is met after a pickup of 3 or 4, hit hard.
Nice job that time with the Wahama secondary coming in to give an assist there on the end of the play.
Might have got 3. So inside 2 minutes left in the quarter.
And Travion Beers, one of the guys getting a big hit in there late there for that Wahama secondary coming up to help clean things up.
As it's back to Yonker, he'll drop, throws deep and right, in the air, and it's caught. It was close. Was he inbounds? Believe they're going to say incomplete. He was frustrated, Lloyd was, and then now he's saying, did they mark it a catch?
It looks like they marked it a catch because they're spotting it. The linesman has to make that look down the sideline, and then you saw the back judge looking over. He was more toward middle of the field, and they're having a discussion with the head referee now.
36-yard reception there for Colton Lloyd. Made a great one-on-one play.
You got Scotty Fields at the line judge position, and then Josh Beatty, the back judge, as they talk things over here with Jason Blair, the referee.
And these are the types of calls that are pretty bang-bang.
We keep fighting, don't lose your way. Keep digging, keep striving day after day. In the garden we find our strength, our core. Keep growing through it all. Growing through it all. Growing through it all.
It is an incomplete pass. Look at some scores around the Tri-Valley Conference here in Southeast Ohio. Alexander on top of River Valley, 7-6 second quarter.
The receiver there was indeed out of bounds.
And Athens on top of Meigs early, 7-0, another TVC score. Nelsonville York on top of Wilson, 28-0. You'll catch all those scores and a lot of coverage tonight over on WOWK with the 13 Sports Zone complete high school football coverage tonight over on WOWK TV 13.
Back to Yonker on a 3rd and 8. Eludes some pressure, then steps up and throws over the middle, and it's in and out of the hands of Trey Simpkins, incomplete. And it'll bring up 4th down. So Eastern clear in its attack at this point. They're taking their shots.
Yeah, that's what you've got to do against a potent White Falcon offense. You've got to take advantage of every opportunity, and Jason Jackson mixing it up in the offensive playbook and really going to the air attack here to try to pick away opportunities to get some momentum and establish the Eagles here in what will be a dogfight to the end with this White Falcon football team.
Edwards is the punter, back to receive at the 20-yard line for Wahama, Trayvon Beers. As the Eagles jog off Schuler. It's a spinning punt, a good one. Beers going to get away from it, bounces out of bounds around the 23.
Not a bad place to put the football. You don't run the risk of a big return by the White Falcons. You pin them down inside the 20.
Team news and all our local programming free. Get the WOWK Plus TV app today.
Download the free WOWK Plus app now. Go to your TV store and search WOWK Plus.
Early in this football game because of quick Wahama drives and the amount of time the offense has been on the field for Eastern with their drives. So let's see how fresh this defense is in this series against this White Falcon offense.
A running back is Beers. The wing back is Stitt. They hand it off to Trayvon. Broken play. Dropped for a loss of 3 or 4.
And a nice job by the Eagle defense that time getting in there.
Looked like number 65 there, Mason Shepard.
It was Mason Shepard again.
Shepard, 20 tackles, now 15 TFLs and 6 sacks. Asked Coach Toth about him. He said, we're probably just going to try to run in the other direction. As Beers goes in motion, roll out Simpkins, lets it loose, caught by Cooper Roush. They get about half of the first down yardage. Second and manageable.
And a nice stop by the Eastern secondary that time. It was Hayden Wilcoxon coming up out of that D-back position, that safety position, getting the stop.
We'll set up 3rd down and 4. And Simpkins sends Beers across, gives Stitt. Stitt with the first down, and is tackled a couple of yards past the marker at the 38.
That's going to be the end of the first quarter, Michael.
14-3, White Falcons. We're back at East Shade River Stadium on 93.1 The Wolf.
What is hometown? It's Friday night football and other youth sports. Home National Bank, your hometown bank, congratulates our young athletes. At Home National, we believe the lessons learned on the athletic field are lifelong, and we say thank you to the parents, volunteers, and coaches who make sports happen. At Home National, we also say, go Bucks. We're proud supporters of the Ohio State University and OU, Home National Bank, with locations in Racine, Syracuse, and Middleport. Member FDIC.
For premium coverage on home, life, auto business, and more, stop by Julia Davis State Farm, located at 2926 Jackson Avenue in Point Pleasant. Julia Davis is proud to provide insurance and financial services to the good folks of Mason, Meigs, and Gallia counties, as well as to those in all surrounding areas. Julia Davis State Farm, licensed in West Virginia and Ohio. Call 304-812-5126 to schedule an appointment today. Julia Davis. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And we're back to it at Eastern High School. 14-3, the White Falcons lead it over the Eastern Eagles as they've got a 1st and 10 from their own 40. Wahama does. Trey Simpkins will fight for 2 or 3 yards up the gut. Leaping up from the bottom of the pile there. Eastern.
That's again Mason Shepard down there. He's in the middle of everything tonight. Kid has nose for the football with that big body up there, laying some hits on guys as they come through the line, doing a nice job for this Eastern defensive front.
Single receivers to the right and left. They give it to Reason Stitt, following some lead blockers on his feet past the 50 to the 45, brought down in Eastern territory at the 42. And there's a flag on the play.
Nice hit from behind that time by the sophomore Kyler Basham on the pursuit. We'll see what they say about the penalty situation here. Have a feeling this one's coming back.
The White Falcons walking back towards the original line of scrimmage on the play. False start. So before it ever got rolling. Looks like Coach Toth tonight with a nice blue vest on. I haven't seen that one yet. Told us earlier this year they got some new Lucky socks.
Yeah. You're going to get the blue thing started again.
Oh, no. Wouldn't want to do that.
I like it. I love that in the collar scheme. I love the incorporation of that and what they've done with that.
I do too. And Coach said they never go blue on blue. It's just an alternate as they give Stitt, cuts it out, up to the 45, past the 50. And same result as the last play, tackled at the 43, just no flag this time.
And then on the coverage there and on the stop for Eastern, Ronnie Golden, the senior in, forcing the ball carry out of bounds on the far sideline.
Gain of 22 for Stitt. Has 55 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns total in the contest. And we've got a...
What we do here is more than just a job. We make a...
I believe Eastern took it. We'll go to a quick break. You're listening to White Falcon Football on 93.1 The Wolf.
Looking to auction, manage, buy, or sell property in Mason County and the surrounding area? Don't make it hard for yourself. Let ERA Town & Country Real Estate and broker Becky Steen-Lambert help you out. ERA Town & Country is Mason County's only real estate office with a licensed auctioneer. Call 304-675-5548. ERA Town & Country Real Estate, located at 1911 Jefferson Boulevard in Point Pleasant, a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
Autumn is upon us, which means it's time to make a visit to Bob's Market and Greenhouses in Mason, Belpre, and Gallipolis. Enjoy looking through their gorgeous selection of fall flowers. Bob's has frost-proof pansies and hardy fall garden mums, perfect for your front porch or garden. And be sure to stock up your fridge with some tasty, fresh fall apples. Bob's Market and Greenhouses, growing flowers, friends, and family since 1970. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
As we're back to it, it's a Trace Simpkins run up the right. He's spun down around the legs over by the sideline. Pickup of about 4 or 5.
Big shout out to Hoggins Usman Materials over in Mason, Point Pleasant, for their support of White Falcon football coverage here on 93.1 The Wolf. Saw they had plenty of stuff out there. Guys getting ready, get their deer camps ready. They got some of that stuff that can help you guys out as you get ready to load in for hunting season this year.
They pitch to Trayvon Beers. Beers past the 35, following some blockers inside the 30. Puts the shoulder down to the 24. Good gainer there for Trayvon Beers. As Sam Balk made the play. They roll the second quarter clock down inside 10:40. White Falcons up 14-3, looking to add to the total. As Simpkins in the shotgun. I'll fake it to Reason, keeps it himself. Trucked one. Alive to the 15. Gain of about 9.
Ronnie Golden got in there and laid a hand on those ankles, kind of trip him and get things slowed down there for Eastern to make the stop, but still a nice pickup for Wahama. A gain of 8 sets up a 2nd down and 2 for the White Falcons as they're knocking on the door once again.
Aiden Young and Cooper Roush out to the left. A quarterback, Simpkins, a junior. I'll look around, play clock down to 10. As Roberts and Beers switch sides.
Mike's blitzing.
And they give Stitt to the short side, runs up the field, tackled down inside the 5-yard line around the 2.
Nice opening there for Stitt. Great job following the lead blockers there, working his way upfield. And you got another 1st and goal situation here from Wahama, knocking on the door and getting ready to punch it into the end zone for a 3rd time this evening.
As they'll go to the wristband. Play clock drips to 10. Simpkins shuffles, gives Beers, slides through a crease. There it is. Walk-in touchdown. Trayvon Beers from 3 yards out.
Beers stepping up behind those lead blockers on the right side, and things just kept on opening up outside. Just kept working his way on down the line and found plenty of daylight there on the outer edge to get into the end zone from 3 yards out.
So Wahama's kicked the PATs the first couple times as they're up 20-3. Wahama looking to improve to 6-0 tonight. We'll be at Ritchie County next week. Down there in Ellenboro, West Virginia. As Miller gets the correct boot situated. The youth cheerleaders performing during the game as that was mishit. Somebody might have got a piece. No good. Score stays there, 20-3 White Falcons with 9:14 left in the second quarter. We're back after this.
Everything begins with water. From our cool mountain springs to the winding streams working their way through the hills and into our rivers. Just like water, progress starts small with a vision, a plan, and an impactful project. Because when we invest in the foundation, we build stronger communities. The Thrasher Group. Building stronger communities together with you.
French City Homes at 269 Upper River Road in Gallipolis, Ohio, is loaded with beautiful sectional, modular, and single-wide homes. Locally owned and operated since 1969, French City Homes puts the customer first above all. Their experienced team will find a home that fits your needs and budget. French City has gorgeous ready-built homes that will make a perfect space for you and your family. French City Homes in Gallipolis, supporting local high school football coverage.
And we are back to it on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf. 20-3 White Falcons. 9:14 remaining in the second quarter. As Balk will bring out the return. Gets what he can to the 36-yard line. And that's where the Eagles will set up shop.
Team news and all our local programming free. Get the WOWK Plus TV app today.
Download the free WOWK Plus app now. Go to your TV store and search WOWK Plus.
A lot of different looks on this offense. I mean, predominantly trying to rely on the passing game to get some momentum here, but a lot of weapons on the offensive side of the football for that White Falcons crew.
Trips right, one to the left. As Yonker catches the shotgun snap and throws it behind the intended target, Kyler Basham. Bounces incomplete. One zigged, one zagged. Second down and 10. Clock stops at 9:03 left in the second quarter. Coming up at halftime, we'll talk a little Cincinnati Bengals, some Ohio State. I even heard Colton Jeffries is here. Of the River Cities newspaper, just a rumor.
He's usually showing up at the big games like this.
High-profile guy.
He is a high-profile guy.
As Yonker rolls right, tucks it and run, jogs to the 44-yard line.
That's going to be close. Had to get to the 45 to get the first down, and he was working his way toward the 45, and it looks like, see where the spot is, looks like this may move the change. No, it's going to be just short. About a yard short.
And about 2. As the Eagles go back to the huddle. Approaching 7:50 on 93.1 FM. Over on WMOV, we'll have a Metro News High School game night later. Tight set then. 3 men in a 3-point stance behind the quarterback. The White Falcons are going to want to talk it over as Coach Toth calls timeout. We'll step to a break. 20-3 Wahama, 8:55 left in the second quarter. Ken Bass Insurance Agency, located at 607 5th Street in New Haven, West Virginia, offers expert coverage on home, life, retirement, and more. Agents Trent Roush and John Greer will personally assist you with an affordable plan to protect the important things. Call 304-882-2145 for more information. Ken Bass Insurance Agency, licensed in West Virginia and Ohio.
also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
New Era Broadband introduces Net Mobile. Get reliable national coverage at down home prices. Unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data available. Affordable monthly plans as low as $15. Neb Mobile.
That's Neb with one B.
Available now through New Era Broadband.
Eastern, third down as they run up the gut. Good, strong run there from Ethan Edwards into White Falcon territory. Picks up the first down. Gain of about 8.
Give a big shout out to Hagen Zussman Materials Company for their support of Wahama White Falcon coverage on 93.1 The Wolf.
An adjustment here from Eastern. Again, 2 lead blockers as they follow one. Edwards gets the first down on his feet to the 30, tight-roped it, and got from behind by Jake Roberts at the 27.
Just heads up running there by Edwards. He could have stopped, got out of bounds there just before the 30, saw an opportunity to kind of stutter, get some additional yardage. He picked up about another 5 yards on the end of that run. Smart piece of running by the running back.
Takes it to the 27, same formation as Jason Jackson sticking with the game plan. Edwards tackled by Trayvon Beers as he tried to cut it up. Might have picked up 1 or 2. Mark him out at the 25-yard line. Sets up 2nd and 7. They'll give him 3. Eagles break the huddle.
Just under 8 minutes left to go in this first half.
Jacob Parker at tight end. 3 in the backfield. They give Durst. Durst met quickly by D'Angelo Thompson. He'll hang on as Hunter Miller helps clean up.
Thompson, Michael, has just been flying to the football tonight. He's everywhere.
Just a beast program guy. Versatile defensive player. We've seen him at safety at times this year. And you said it perfectly, flying around.
He's a disruptor, and that's what you want if you're James Toth in this defense.
3rd down and 6. As they'll hand to Edwards. Edwards dives to the 15. A flag came down in the backfield.
We'll see what we have here, block in the back or a hold. As the marker came down in the backfield over on that right edge just as the play developed. Marker down near the 34-yard line, 33-yard line. I don't know if we have Spencer Atkins, our friend and colleague at Channel 13, to thank for the weather tonight, but man, it is absolutely gorgeous. Just fantastic weather. You kind of start to feel that crispness in the air with an October Friday night, but it's still plenty warm enough to break out the shorts, and temperatures in the 60s here as we play this one out along the banks of the Shade River in Meigs County.
They picked up the flag, and we play on. As that's to the 16-yard line of the White Falcons, 1st and 10. So 3 men down in the 3-point stance. As the hand short, it's Edwards inside the 10. Spun at the 5 by Trayvon Beers down there.
Just to continuing to work forward here and work the clock.
The result of the play will be 1st down, Eagles.
So that will move the chains. The Eagles looking to cut it within 2 possessions.
6:45 left to go on a winding clock here as we approach halftime.
As Gilmore is at fullback. Yonker fakes the handoff, runs the naked bootleg off the left. A flag
we have
came
lost
down
our connection with
as
Michael and Tom.
The official put up the arms to signal touchdown. As we're going to try to get this situated on the stream. We went off the air on the radio there for a second. That's going to go against Eastern, a hold, and Jason Jackson beside himself. And again, we apologize for any technical situations.
There at Eastern.
Now we're back on the radio side of things. We're good. Appreciate Dave Miller.
That guy's the best in the biz.
He is.
So first and goal to go from the 12-yard line. Same formation. As Yonker looks to throw, wide open man caught. Touchdown Eastern.
Nice.
Pulled in by Ronnie Golden.
12 yards.
Touchdown Eagles!
So that'll make it 20-9. As Wilcoxon comes on for the PAT.
The thing just opened up for Golden. Nobody around him. Great separation. Good play call by Jason Jackson and the crew on the Eastern coaching staff.
And the lefty Wilcoxon puts the boot through it. It is up. And it is good. Eastern back into things, 20-10 Wahama. And we're back after this on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf.
Brinker Machine in Leetart, West Virginia is the Bend area's center for commercial and industrial machining and fabrication services. Family owned and operated since 2012, Brinker has lathes, brake presses, and custom welding. And the qualified professionals at Brinker Machine are equipped with a boring mill, milling machine, and CNC plasma cutter. Call 304-882-0000 for more information. Brinker Machine, located at 5488 Graham Station Road in Leetart, West Virginia. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
Need a hand with your estate planning? We'll do you one better. How about a Handley? Since 2009, Handley Law Office in Point Pleasant has been an experienced and dependable law firm assisting clients with property deeds and wills. Attorney Tanya Handley will give you the care and expertise needed to plan for the future. Make an appointment today to set your family up for tomorrow. Handley Law Office, located at 419 Main Street in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Call 304-675-5290 for more information.
And we're back to it on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf. 20-10. The White Falcons lead it over the Eagles. 6:29 remaining in the second quarter as we join you on WJEH and WOWK Plus. There's Wilcoxon, a chipped pooch kick near the sideline.
Nice roll for Eastern.
Stays in bounds. Here's Beers to the 25, slips one. Met brought down at the 29.
You look at that last scoring drive, Michael, for the Eagles, using up almost 3 minutes of the second quarter game clock, and Braxton Yonker punctuating the drive on the 12-yard TD pass to Ronnie Golden. Great separation by Golden to get open there on the right side in the back of the end zone. Wilcoxon with the PAT kick, and you pull yourself within 10. You get a chance to get a defensive stop here, head into the locker room. I think there's a lot of positives for this Eastern ball club in the final stages of this second quarter.
Trey Simpkins, 1st and 10 from the 24. Flag came down instantly. They blow it dead.
Somebody moved up front.
False start offense. We'll back it up 5, a procedural penalty. As Wahama moving right to left on your radio dial.
Couple score updates. Southeast Ohio, Alexander and River Valley. Spartans on top of the Raiders, 7-6 at the half. Wheelersburg on top of Oak Hill, 38-0 at half.
Two receivers to the left side. Stitt at the wing. Beers next to Simpkins. They'll give it on the end around. Stitt met in the backfield, muscled his way to the line of scrimmage.
And another penalty marker down on that far side, or on the near sideline, rather, back by the line of scrimmage.
It was a pretty clean first quarter. Things getting a little bit sloppier.
Look at some other score updates around the region. Portsmouth on top of Fairland, 14-6 second quarter. Gallia Academy on top of Rock Hill second quarter, 14-12.
And the White Falcons are going to get called for another false start. 1st and 20.
Kip Columbus on top of Coal Grove second quarter, 14-12. Trimble on top of Belpre, second quarter, 26-0. Waterford on top of Southern, 34-0 second quarter.
A single high safety is Edwards. Quads receivers designed quarterback runs. Simpkins is caught for a loss, dropped by guess who, number 65, Mason Shepard.
For his size, man, he can move.
Definitely somebody that's got a future at the next level.
He can move. He fills a lot of space. He can get to the gap. He's a triple threat here for Jason Jackson on the defensive side of the football.
Loss of 2 on the run sets up 2nd and 22. Empty set. Back to Trace. Steps up, hit as he throws, lets it fly. And Young did well to kind of play defensive back, worked back to the football, and kept Eastern from picking it off.
Yeah, nice job with Young knocking it away to prevent the interception there by the White Falcons secondary as Aiden Young was set up to get that thing. Common opponent here for these guys. South Gallia, they're rolling tonight over Sciotaville East. Second quarter score at 40-0. Last look there.
I was impressed by South Gallia, especially their player Judah Cremines. He could fly. As Beers will switch to receiver. Trips right.
Timeout Wahama.
James Tuff wants to talk about it. 5:31 left, second quarter, 20-10 White Falcons.
Everything begins with water. From our cool mountain springs to the winding streams working their way through the hills and into our rivers. Just like water, progress starts small with a vision, a plan, and an impactful project. Because when we invest in the foundation, we build stronger communities. The Thrasher Group. Building stronger communities together with you.
Roy Street in Mason, also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
Moving West Virginia forward starts with improving the schools that serve students across the Mountain State. The Thrasher Group's team of dedicated K-12 architects and designers bring an innovative perspective to the education market and stand ready to give West Virginia classrooms the progressive edge they deserve. Whether it's a simple classroom addition, a state-of-the-art athletic complex, or a brand new facility, Thrasher's got it. Find out why the Thrasher Group is the firm of choice for K-12 design solutions at www.thethrashergroup.com.
20-10, the White Falcons lead it over the Eastern Eagles. 5:31 left in the second quarter. Out of the timeout, they'll roll Simpkins out to the right as he tried to cut it upfield, was tackled after a pickup of a few. That'll be well short and brings up fourth down.
And guess who was in on the pursuit?
It wasn't Mason Shepard, was it?
He was right there, man. Big 65, the last guy to get up from the pile.
And Stitt is the White Falcon punter.
And this is what you wanted if you're Eastern. Get a good defensive stop here.
Punting from the 7. It's a high one. Eastern says get away from it. It takes an Eagles bounce. Now the White Falcons scoop it up. It'll be great starting field position at the 34 of Wahama.
Yeah, you just basically flip the ends of the first down markers on the possession for Wahama, and that's where Eastern will start. So nice break there for the Eagles. That's exactly what you wanted. You get a stop, you got some momentum, you got some time to play with here on this second quarter clock of your Jason Jackson. 5:14 left to go here. You're down 10. You work your way within a score here potentially on this drive.
They stay with the 3 back formation. As Yonker hands it off. A dive to the 27-yard line. Ethan Edwards picked up 5.
Austin Chadwell diving in there to make the stop in pursuit from the back of the run there and picking up the stop for the White Falcon defense.
Under center, Yonker hands off again. It's Edwards, met by Trayvon Beers. Good form tackle there. Short pickup.
And Edwards just lowering the shoulder and going hard into his former teammate.
We'll bring up 3rd down and 4. Big spot here in the game. Might be within the distance of Hayden Wilcoxon. Could also be 4-down territory.
Yeah, you give Wilcoxon another 7 to 10 yards here and could potentially set things up for his leg if you need to go that route.
QB sneak.
I think he got it.
Good push up front by the Eagles O-line. His stick right now shows that he has it. He does. Gain of 4.
Big 3rd down conversion there for the Eagles. So you move the chains as they set the box at the 24-yard line.
9th carry there for Ethan Edwards. As he's settling into the game, had the 40-yard reception earlier. As Yonker hands it off, and again it's Ethan Edwards, dives to the 16-yard line.
And this is what you see with the Jason Jackson offense, just chip away.
And such a change from what we saw earlier with all the deep shots down the field. Seems like the coaching staff got together and said, let's keep it simple, let's do what we do.
You open up the playbook early, they don't know what to key on, and then that's when you get to the heart of your game plan, and we're seeing it right here with Jackson in this offense.
It's another heavy set, this time nothing doing. As Edwards tackled quickly, maybe got a yard. Jake Roberts involved in the tackle. No gain. Jake Roberts came in with 32 tackles. 2:48 and going until halftime. Eagles 3rd and 3 from the White Falcon 17. As the sophomore Yonker will turn and hand it off. They got stuffed.
Late flag.
Came in late.
Yeah, late flag. See what we got.
Looked like he would have been short of the 1st down.
They talk here. It looked like it came in from the umpire.
I'll get some grass out of the face mask of Shepard.
As he goes back to his spot. Holding against Wahama. Hold on a minute. He signaled against that. There we go. He initially signaled. Yeah, that was a reaction among the Wahama coaching staff here. Was that holding against us?
Yeah, holding against the defense on a run play.
Yeah.
That didn't really
moving it in the right direction now.
As they'll call the Eagles over to the sideline.
Timeout Eastern.
Burning a timeout. We'll take it with them. 2010 White Falcons, 2:28 left until halftime.
It's time to get your wheels rolling along smoothly, and Sassafras Tire in West Columbia is the place to go. Sassafras Tire is ready to meet all of your basic automobile needs with premium tires, wheel alignments, oil changes, and more. Your vehicle will be driving good as new with a top-notch tune-up from Sassafras Tire, located at 4964 Penile Road in West Columbia. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
Get ready for the fall season at Bob's Market and Greenhouses in Mason, Belpre, and Gallipolis. Bring your home to life with their lovely selection of fall decor. And Bob's also has hardy fall garden mums perfect for your front porch or garden. You can stock up your produce supply as Bob's has the tastiest fresh fruits and vegetables anywhere. Bob's Market and Greenhouses, a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports, wishes good luck to the White Falcon football team this fall.
3rd and 13 here for Eastern. As Yonker drops, throws deep. Trayvon Beers picked it off at the goal line. Beers brings it out to the 20, cuts it outside. Stiff arms a man. And Trayvon Beers saves the day.
Give him 31 on the return. I'd give him a couple extra. He was 2 yards deep in the end zone. I'd really give him 33, but we can only count 31 of them. But a huge turnaround of events here as Eastern was knocking on the door. That was a big momentum shifter potentially in this first half for Eastern as they headed to the locker room. And Wahama able to come up with a huge stop.
That's what Beers gives this team, versatility. That was his 6th pick of the year. Has great hands, good verticality.
I'm going to say he went out at the 27-yard line as they marked the ball back there.
Just a backbreaker there from an Eastern perspective as they went back to the aerial game. They'll hand off here. Reason Stitt gashes to the first down marker.
He'll get the first down pickup. Nice piece of running by Stitt. You know, he just gets that head of steam, Michael, and just lowers himself into it, kind of kicks it into another gear. He's got that low center of gravity.
Talked about that with Coach Toth earlier. He's got a relentless attitude running the football. He's a strong kid.
He's one of those prototypical Wahama, really good Wahama running backs that we've seen over the years.
Running back high as it's up the middle to Reason Stitt, met at the 40, dropped there.
He just has that build. Not a huge guy, but man, he can move the feet and get upfield.
Last week he had 245 yards on just 12 carries. Already over 1,047 coming into the night. Has 2 touchdowns this evening. As they fake the give to him, Simpkins will elude the pocket. Throws it deep. Looking for Jake Roberts. It's deflected, incomplete. A couple Eastern players there in coverage. Sam Balk, one of them.
And Case Barnett laying a nice hit on the quarterback, Simpkins, as he released the football coming in to close things out.
Sets up 3rd and 7. White Falcons at their own 40. Play clock down to 15. Inside a minute, 59 seconds left until half. They faked it to Stitt. Simpkins runs to the 45, following a lead block to the 50. Stutter steps 45, 43's tackled. And Simpkins fired up, great run. Gain of 17. So you needed the chunk play there. They'll stop the clock to set the chains. Now it rolls. 45 and moving. Wahama's got to go. As Beers sprints across, it's to Simpkins all day to throw. Will launch it high and deep, and just overthrew the intended target. Was looking for Aiden Young. Young's been a factor in the past game at times this year. 6 catches for 150. Had a big game at South Gallia.
And on that one, Michael, Simpkins just needed to get a little bit more air under that ball. The trajectory of the throw just need to get a little bit more air underneath of it. Just off on the timing a bit.
As the Eagles jog on, Mason Shepard. He'll take his spot on the defensive line. They'll flip it inside. Reason Stitt brought down at the 38-yard line with 23 seconds left on the clock.
And clock continuing winding down to 15 now. Now down to 10 seconds.
Back to Simpkins. Steps up. Throws deep over the middle. It's intercepted by Ethan Edwards as the clock expired. Edwards will try his best as he shoulders off one and then trots out of bounds. The clock is at all zeros. That'll take it to halftime. It's 20-10. We've got a ball game. We're back after this on 93.1 The Wolf.
Get ready for the fall season at Bob's Market and Greenhouses in Mason, Belpre, and Gallipolis. Bring your home to life with their lovely selection of fall decor. And Bob's also has hardy fall garden mums perfect for your front porch or garden. You can stock up your produce supply as Bob's has the tastiest fresh fruits and vegetables anywhere. Bob's Market and Greenhouses, a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports, wishes good luck to the White Falcon football team this fall. Bob's Market, growing flowers, friends, and family since 1970.
Romance scams are more common than you might think, and they can impact both your heart and your finances. Scammers often build trust online, creating a connection before asking for money. At Farmers Bank, we're here to help you stay informed and alert. Remember, a genuine relationship doesn't come with a price tag. Protect your personal and financial information, and don't let emotions cloud your judgment. Stay safe, protect your wallet, and guard your heart. Farmers Bank. We care about you and your well-being. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The University of Rio Grande and Rio Grande Community College is committed to excellence in education at an affordable price. With campuses across southern Ohio in Gallia, Jackson, Meigs, Pike, and Vinton counties, obtaining your degree or certification has never been easier. We are committed to your success and offer a wide range of programs, dedicated faculty, and a friendly community. Scholarships and financial aid are available to help you along the way. At Rio, we are changing tomorrows by making an affordable education within reach. Visit us online at rio.edu. That's rio.edu.
It's time to make your dreams a reality by finding a lovely new place at Home Pro Custom Builders in Point Pleasant. Family owned and operated for over a decade, Home Pro specializes in custom modular and mobile homes. They offer full service excavation and septic installation services as well. Model homes are open for viewing Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come on down to Home Pro Custom Builders at 3411 Jackson Avenue in Point Pleasant. For more information, call 304-675-4386 and check out the website at homeprowv.com.
What is hometown? It's Friday night football and other youth sports. Home National Bank, your hometown bank, congratulates our young athletes. At Home National, we believe the lessons learned on the athletic field are lifelong, and we say thank you to the parents, volunteers, and coaches who make sports happen. At Home National, we also say, go Bucks. We're proud supporters of the Ohio State University and OU, Home National Bank, with locations in Racine, Syracuse, and Middleport. Member FDIC.
At Ohio Valley Bank, we're honored to support our community teams, from cheering in the stands to strengthening our schools for a brighter future. Ohio Valley Bank, where community is first.
Come to John Sang Ford and Lincoln in Gallipolis, Ohio. We've been serving the area's automotive needs for 50 years. We've been taking care of generations of customers by doing business the right way. Come see why so many generations of families choose John Sang Ford and Lincoln in Gallipolis, Ohio.
Reyes Taqueria and Cantina in Gallipolis brings authentic Mexican flavors to your table. From sizzling fajitas, enchiladas, and street corn to refreshing margaritas, cold beer, and more. Get your flavors on at Reyes Taqueria and Cantina today.
The Eagles 7-3 at that point as Eastern cut the lead down to 4. 3:45 left to go in the first quarter. Wahama strikes. Travion Beers coming up with an interception in the red zone, returning it out 27 yards. And then Wahama just finishing out the half, couldn't really get anything going offensively to try to put more points on the board. And it's a 20-10 game as Michael Sussman rejoins us now, taking a look at the stats for the White Falcons. Another impressive night from the White Falcon offense here early in this one at Eastern.
Yes, sir. Spreading the wealth from a rushing standpoint, Reasons did with 87 yards, 2 touchdowns, a long in the game of 22. As you've alluded to throughout the broadcast, just such a good runner, knows how to read his blocks, and he's slicing through the Eastern defense tonight. Trey Simpkins with 71 rushing yards. He ripped off the big one of 46 in the first quarter. And then Trayvon Beers with 39 rushing, and then the big interception, also a 3-yard touchdown for Eastern. They found a rhythm there down the stretch of the second quarter. Ethan Edwards on the ground predominantly with 58 rushing yards, and Ronnie Golden with the big 12-yard touchdown reception. Coming in, they used him some as a runner, not really in the pass game. Did a good job slipping him out and hitting him. Colton Lloyd with 2 catches for 46 yards, and those are your first half stats. We will take it to another break. When we come back, we're joined by newspaper royalty Colton Jeffries of the River Cities.
The Car Ferry, scaring away high prices at Mark Porter Ford, Jackson, Ohio. 300 units at these deals. We might set a sales record. Here are the deals. 25, 26 F-250s and F-350s, over 100 available. Save up to $10,000 off. 2025 F-150 pickups, save up to $10,000 off and get 3.9 for 72 months. 2024 Mavericks Hybrids, $26,499, only 12 left. Still thinking? 100 Super Duties, $10,000 off. Wow! 2025 Ford Expedition, 10 in stock. New body style. Can you say hot, hot, hot? Full-size Broncos, save $6,000 off. Get yours customized today. 2025 Bronco Sport starting at $29,999, 30 in stock. 2025 Ford Explorer is 3.9% for 72 months. Save up to $5,000 off. As your Ford low-price dealer, we sell everywhere. We do volume while others do price. Shop 24 hours a day at markporterford.com. 2025 Mavericks, 40 available, 300 in stock, more coming every day. 400 pre-owned vehicles. Shop markporterauto.com or come to Route 32 and Mayhew Road, Jackson, Ohio. All financing through FMC credit with approval. Sale ends October 31st.
Need a hand with your estate planning? We'll do you one better. How about a Handley? Since 2009, Handley Law Office in Point Pleasant has been an experienced and dependable law firm assisting clients with property deeds and wills. Attorney Tanya Handley will give you the care and expertise needed to plan for the future. Make an appointment today to set your family up for tomorrow. Handley Law Office, located at 419 Main Street in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Call 304-675-5290 for more information. McKinney's Auto Detail and Repair in Mason is the Bend area's one-stop shop for any and all maintenance that your vehicle needs. They'll make sure your ride is ready for the road with top-of-the-line full-service auto care, including oil changes, tire rotations, diagnostics, and much more. McKinney's will go the extra mile with their interior cleaning and conditioning to restore your paint to a premium gloss finish. McKinney's Auto Detail and Repair, located at 394 Pomeroy Street in Mason. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports. And we are back to it. It is halftime here at Eastern High School. The White Falcons lead it 20-10 over the Eagles. And guess what we have now? We've got Colton Jeffries of the River Cities newspaper going to talk a little Southeast Ohio, a little West Virginia sports. Colton, how we doing?
Doing good. Really enjoying this game. It seemed like Wahama was about to get back in there, run away with things, but Eastern woke up, especially Ethan Edwards, number 7, the quarterback turned running back. He has definitely been carving them up. He's been Eastern's answer so far this game. You've been watching this thing down on field level. What are you seeing down on field level? I mean, it's some pretty big hitting up there up front, but he's absolutely. You're hearing a lot of plastic hit smashing together, especially on the sidelines. Believe has been the mantra. I've been hearing a lot from the Eagles. Before every play, they shout believe, believe, and it looks like they're believing. Are there any other games that you got your eye on tonight? Let's see. Right now, Galley Academy is up on Rock Hill 21-12, so that's a little bit of a surprise. Maybe not to the Blue Devils, but they might be scoring the upset tonight. Point Pleasant is hanging by a thread against Nitro. They are trailing 35-7. Let's see. Athens is leading Megs 20-0. And then South Gallia is up on Sciotoville East 46-0. So definitely some good scores around the River Cities.
Talking to Colton Jeffries of the River Cities newspaper. Got some really quality volleyball teams in the area. Gallia Academy undefeated, 19-0. Eastern with a really, really good squad, too. On the trail this week, any volleyball? What have you seen?
Absolutely. Let's see. This last Tuesday, I went to Point Pleasant's triangle match, or actually it was a quad match at Winfield, and I saw some good things from the Lady Knights. As you said, Gallia Academy has a good squad, as does Southern and Eastern, so good volleyball coming out of Megs as well. And as we're coming towards the playoffs, we'll see what happens.
And some little kids will play some pickup football right in front of us on the track. That's the game within the game. That's what it is all about. As you look to the schedule for the next week or so, what jumps out? Some sports moving towards playoffs, soccer going towards the postseason. What's on the horizon? I know high school golf has regionals Monday. It's a big week.
Definitely. Everybody's kind of ramping up for the playoffs. Maybe not football quite yet, although they're starting to prepare certainly. You got both Gallia Academy soccer teams are impressing, so maybe they'll both make deep playoff runs. And then, like I said, Gallia Academy volleyball, they're undefeated. Looking to make a splash in the playoffs, probably a district championship run, if not regional championship. So, we'll just see how everything holds.
And, Colton, you look over on the Mountain State side of things with the golf, Wahama just really just leading off and where they took off last year with Grant Roush, impressive senior season for him.
Absolutely. Both Grant Roush and Brady Meadows have been the standouts from this Wahama golf team. You've gotten some great kids on the links, and I'm hoping I'll be able to get down to Wheeling and maybe see them win a championship. Who knows?
Talked to their assistant coach, York Ingalls, earlier today. They're all fired up, and hopefully I'll see you there at Ogilvie. Who's the most recent River Cities player of the week?
That would be Tyson Hersman of River Valley football. River Valley football recently broke a 25-game losing streak off of a field goal kick by Hersman against Wellston last week. So I hope it's not being seen as like patronizing or anything like that, because it was such a big win for them, and I was really happy to see those guys get a win.
Not patronizing at all, well-deserved, as that's Colton Jeffries up inside of the New Era Broadband booth with us. Any predictions, any observations, anything you see in this game the rest of the way?
Well, we'll see how how their offense holds. Right now, Ethan Edwards especially has been doing really good work on the ground, and they've had some good passes too, which I think has been kind of the break in the Wahama defense, so we'll have to see how that goes. But Wahama is Wahama, and their offense has been doing well so far. If they had a little bit more time, maybe they could have ran the ball one more time for a touchdown. Who knows? But second half is up in the air.
About 7.5 minutes left till the start of the third quarter. Colton, thank you very much for stopping by.
No problem. Happy to do it.
We'll step away. When we come back, we're joined by Drew Reed of Farmers Bank. Hey, Gallipolis, big news. Football is back, and so is Pick 6 for $19.99 at Buffalo Wild Wings. This is the ultimate meal for two with 2 entrees, 2 sides, and 2 drinks. Pick 6 meal for 2 is available at participating locations for a limited time only. Pricing may vary by region. See server for details. Taxes and fees extra, not valid with any other discount or offers.
It's time to get your wheels rolling along smoothly, and Sassafras Tire in West Columbia is the place to go. Sassafras Tire is ready to meet all of your basic automobile needs with premium tires, wheel alignments, oil changes, and more. Your vehicle will be driving good as new with a top-notch tune-up from Sassafras Tire, located at 4964 Penile Road in West Columbia. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School.
We want your love and we want your revenge. Here's Bad Romance.
Customer first above all. Their experienced team will find a home that fits your needs and budget. French City has gorgeous ready-built homes that will make a perfect space for you and your family. French City Homes in Gallipolis, supporting local high school football coverage.
It is halftime here at East Shade River Stadium. 20-10, the White Falcons lead it over the Eastern Eagles. As always, we appreciate the support of all businesses as it pertains to high school football and all that they do. Earlier caught up with Drew Reed of Farmers Bank to talk a little bit about Farmers and their support for the community.
It's a great game here at Eastern versus Wahama. It's halftime. We're not going to make Drew pick sides because you all serve both sides of the river.
We do. I went to Meg, so I'm a Marauder by heart, but I know kids on both these teams, so I'm praying for a safe, clean game.
You know, it's amazing the number of people that will come out for these games and the community support. And you all are here doing things tonight, right?
Yeah, so it's Farmers Bank night at the game. We've got a whole bunch of goodies for free to all the customers that walk in. We've got special edition Eastern Eagle pins, Farmers Bank pins, Wahama White Falcon pins. And then we've also got all of our breast cancer fundraiser stuff here where we're doing this all month long. We are raising money to try to put together care baskets for local cancer patients going through breast cancer treatment. So that's all month long where you can come in, you can sign up for any donation at all. You can write your name on the front of one of our pink breast cancer ribbons, and on the back of it, you can actually nominate a survivor or a current patient for breast cancer treatment to win one of 2 handmade breast cancer themed quilts.
Now, are you doing that with any of the hospitals?
Yes. So every branch will receive an even amount at the end of the month, and the branch will decide which hospital to donate them to. So we will be going around the entire Southeast Ohio, Western West Virginia area and trying to put some smiles on some faces during some trying times.
That's a really neat thing to do. You all are a community bank. It's showing up. You're out here tonight. What's your favorite part of football?
Seeing people. I don't want that to be a cop-out answer, but getting to know some of these kids through our church and through other community events, it's nice to see them in their element, and then we get to talk to their parents, and whether they're customers of the bank or not, we're still a part of this community together, and it's awesome just to talk to people about what good things are happening in the area.
And these kids that are playing, they learn life lessons, and then they go to work and stay in the area, and it really helps in terms of keeping them home.
Yeah, actually, we have a junior board of directors program at the bank where local juniors through Meg, Southern, Eastern Wahama, they come in and they actually learn about business practices and how to run a business on their own. And we are now seeing former students of that program are actually employees of the bank. So we're seeing that, and we're also seeing them working in our community, whether they go off to college or not, but they're coming back home to work here because they're proud to be in Meigs and Mason counties and surrounding areas.
Well, we're going to kick it back upstairs to Michael for the play-by-play here. It's halftime at the Wahama Eastern game. I'm Tom Sussman reporting from the sideline. Let's get back to the game.
Big thank you there to Tom Sussman. I don't know how, but he teleported up to the press box.
It's amazing.
Pretty impressive.
Technology. I mean, we talked about it earlier in the broadcast.
All righty. Tomorrow we got college football on WMOV. Ohio State taking on the Minnesota Golden Gophers. 7:30 kickoff. The Buckeyes have been pretty impenetrable this year. What are you seeing with Mr. PJ Fleck's crew?
PJ Fleck's crew will be competitive. Minnesota 3-1 on the season, 1-0 in the Big Ten, and it's a second home night game for Ohio State. Of course, they had their earlier non-conference home night game against the Ohio Bobcats. And you look at what the Buckeyes did playing in a hostile environment at Husky Stadium in Seattle last Saturday, passing their first road test with a big 24-6 victory to start out the Big Ten schedule against a very good Washington team. And what more can you say about redshirt freshman quarterback Julian Sayin? Just impressive as all get out in that big win against Washington last week, 15 of 18 passing in the second half after he hit 7 of 10 in the first half. look for that offense for Ohio State just to pick up where they left off last week. They're going to look for more ways to get Jeremiah Smith involved in the mix. You got to be impressed with what C.J. Donaldson is delivering for them early on here. A lot of folks that were familiar with Donaldson's time at West Virginia knew there was a lot of potential there for him when he got to Ryan Day's program in Columbus, and you've seen it materialize as he's given Ohio State what they expect him to give them and what he needs to give them. It's been really a big key out of that tailback position here in this Buckeye offense.
And that's something that Ryan Day talked about during the Ryan Day show on the Wolf this week. It's experience. Donaldson maybe isn't flashy, but he's played a ton of college football, gives them what they need. On Sunday, we got Cincinnati Bengals football as they look to get right against the Detroit Lions. It's not a get-right game.
It's not a get-right game at all. You've got to be concerned if you're a Bengals fan right now. A lot of people questioning why they didn't go out and try to make a move to bring another quarterback into the mix here. I think that is the least of their worries right now. I think there's all kinds of fractures and fissures within that locker room post Joe Burrow getting injured, and it's going to be sidelined. Some people are saying he may not even be back. The optimistic view on that is he can be back by toward the end of the regular season if there is a playoff run. But at this point in the season, you got to be seriously starting to question that. The Bengals desperately need to get a win. They've got a tough road to go against Detroit, who's very good.
And just for the sake of...
is committed to our community and all the teams in it. We set the standard in sports medicine, physical therapy, and specialized therapies. Right here, close to home. rivershealth.org.
Our local programming free. Get the WOWK Plus TV app today.
Download the free WOWK Plus app now. Go to your TV store and search WOWK Plus.
Eastern fans hoping for a comeback as the Eagles will kick off, going left to right on the radio dial as Wahama got the opening kickoff.
Hey, I also want to mention for our folks watching on the stream, the CBS single game coverage that you'll find on WOWK TV 13 on Sunday. Houston at Baltimore, with the Steelers having an off week this week. Houston at Baltimore. Ian Eagle and J.J. Watt on the call. That one on CBS Sunday afternoon on Channel 13.
As Wilcoxon sends it short, the White Falcons recover what I think was an onside kick attempt. Really good job. Soft hands there by Keller Lapierre. Smothered it, I think, before it even went 10.
News and all our local programming free. Get the WOWK Plus TV app today.
Download the free WOWK Plus app now. Go to your TV store and search WOWK Plus.
Point deficit. Very much in it with 24 minutes of football left to go.
Here's Trace Simpkins. Hands off to Reason Stitt. Stitt is tackled around the ankles and extends the ball to the 46-yard line. I'll say gain of about 5. Ronnie Golden on the tackle. 2nd and 5 from the 47 of the Eagles.
Don't wait for them to adjust.
Empty set as Simpkins right in the middle of the E. Beers runs behind him, fakes the pitch, hesitates, cuts it outside. Looking to the angle, juked one, and right around the stick. And was tackled by the jersey. James Duff looked frustrated. I think maybe wanted him to just cut it straight upfield.
Spotting him about a yard short, we 3rd down and 1.
Set up 3rd and 1, gain of 4. As Cooper Roush splits out to the left at wide receiver. Aiden Young out to the right.
4 safeties walk down.
They give Stitt. Stitt jumps skyward, then tumbled over. The hurdler the high jumper, All-State.
I think that was a state qualifying high jump, as high as he got on that one.
And that'll move the chains.
I think he got more vertically than he did downfield on that carry. It's an impressive leap to get across and get the first down, move the chains. Nice pickup there.
Simpkins back in the gun. At the 38 of Eastern, gives to Trayvon Beers. Eastern blew up the play.
Nice job of that Eagle defense.
Might have lost a yard as a 71 in green there. Grady Murphy involved in it.
Well, and also in on there, hopping out of it is Sam Ball, the senior. He was in on the stop.
2nd and 12, loss of 2 on the play. Stitt, the running back, to the left of the junior Simpkins. Trey Simpkins, quarterback run. Cuts it up, couple hesitations, switches fields, runs all the way to the left, stiff arms a guy past the 40 at the 37-yard line, pushed out a lot east-west, just a little bit north-south.
Yeah, credit to that Eastern defense on the pursuit. Multiple Eastern defenders really bringing the pressure there. Nice job by Jason Jackson's crew responding to that run play, holding Wahama in check.
Sets up 3rd and 7. Did well there to make it a manageable 3rd down as we're past 8:40 on 93.1 FM. Simpkins hands off Reason. Stitt following the block of Fowler. He's tackled after a short pickup as Mason Shepard shedded the block and made the stop.
Big defensive stand here on this series of downs for Eastern. Going to force Wahama to bring the punting unit on. So they'll get off a short pooch kick here, try to pin down Eastern deep in their own territory.
Loss of 1 TFL there for Shepard. And Stitt on to punt right on the 50, so going to want to pin them deep. And Wahama with a little bit of confusion trying to get the right personnel on the field as they run on Brinker and Tristan Roach. A flag came down.
There'll be a delay.
Not too expensive where the ball's located.
No, and that will give Wahama more room here to try to pin them down.
As the Eastern coaching staff will have a quick word with their special teams units.
Yeah, they better get them back out on the field here. They're getting ready to chalk this one and run the game clock here, run the play clock.
Kyler Basham with a blocked punt this season. And they blocked a few kicks as well. As that takes a Wahama roll initially, trickles out inside the 15.
Big shout out again to Hoggins Usman Building Materials over Mason Point Pleasant. You know, the weather, Michael, has cooled down just enough that it's still warm enough. Good time to work on that deck project. If you didn't get done this summer or this spring, you want to get it in place for next spring. Good time to work on it. Great prices on materials at Hoggins Usman to do that. Also, if you're working on the hunting camp, barn siding, shingles, everything that you need to get that hunting camp all pinned in, get it all warm for hunting season this year. It's all available at Hoggins Usman Building Materials, a outstanding supporter of Wahama High School athletics and our coverage here on 93.1 The Wolf.
Without question, a shout out to Hoggins Usman as they'll give off the right to Edwards. Edwards out to the 20-yard line. Gain of about 8. Edwards with the 58 rushing yards in the first half. Our stats unofficial as we're pulling double duty.
Got a White Falcon down on the field. I don't know if this is a cramping issue or he went down. Don't really see a number.
We'll go ahead and take it to a break. 20-10 Wahama, 8:50 left in the third quarter.
Hey, Gallup, it's time to get your wheels rolling. It's time to get your wheels rolling along smoothly, and Sassafras Tire in West Columbia is the place to go. Sassafras Tire is ready to meet all of your basic automobile needs with premium tires, wheel alignments, oil changes, and more. Your vehicle will be driving good as new with a top-notch tune-up from Sassafras Tire, located at 4964 Penile Road in West Columbia. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
Romance scams are more common than you might think, and they can impact both your heart and your finances. Scammers often build trust online, creating a connection before asking for money. At Farmers Bank, we're here to help you stay informed and alert. Remember, a genuine relationship doesn't come with a price tag. Protect your personal and financial information, and don't let emotions cloud your judgment. Stay safe, protect your wallet, and guard your heart. Farmers Bank, we care about you and your well-being. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
And we're back to it at East Shade River Stadium as the player that went down there, D'Angelo Thompson, going to walk off on his own power. That's good to see.
He just went down right before the play, just took a knee, and know what it was, but good to see him get off on his own power there toward the sideline.
Heavy set, 2nd and 2. It goes Durst. Durst tried to bounce it out, then dives up the field. Was the effort enough? It looks like upon first glance that it was, as they set up the stick right around the marker. Might have been short. They'll put the 3 up. They'll set up 3rd and 1.
So 3rd and short here for the Eagles.
Parker Durst, 7.4 yards per carry. 2nd on the team and points scored with 24. He'll go heavy quarterback, keep up the middle. And I believe he got enough.
Approaching the 8-minute mark here, left to go in this 3rd quarter. And that will move the chains for Eastern first down. TVC scores 4th quarter. Alexander on top of River Valley 19-6. Trimble 3rd quarter on top of Belpre 26-0. Nelsonville York at the half 48-0 on top of Wellston. Miller and Fairfield Christian. Miller, former TVC school, 27-19. The Falcons trail that one.
1st and 10 from the 23 of Eastern. Over on the far hash. As Yonker goes under center. We'll pitch it. Ethan Edwards trying to follow some lead blocks. The White Falcons able to get around him. Make the stop. As number 40, Jake Roberts, was in there.
Rest of that Tri-Valley Conference scoreboard here in Southeast Ohio. 1st quarter, South Gallaudet big on Sciotaville East, 54-0. 41-0 lead for Athens over Meg's first half. Still in the first half, Waterford on top of Southern 47-0, and Vinton County trails Northwest 33-8 2nd quarter.
Eastern trying to play the game in a phone booth, as Coach Toth said earlier, with the 3 backs. They'll give this time to Basham. Basham drags a tackler for a solid pickup of about 6 or 7, as Noah Bear involved in the tackle. We'll set up 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1.
Second rush there for Basham. He caught a ball earlier as well. Play clock down inside 15.
You can see how big this lineup is here coming to the line for Eastern.
The 18-wheeler. As they block, they get a good push. And Edwards forward for the first down. Got some more to the 41 of the Eagles. Gain of 9.
Edwards doing just an outstanding job around the football out of this Eagle offense tonight.
Ethan Edwards, the leader on this team. Coach Jackson calls him Ice for his clutch play. Also a star baseball player, great shortstop. The White Falcon baseball squad had a tough one here last year. The Eagles, with Coach Chris Stewart's team, beat them. As Yonker fakes the short handoff, floats one deep, and it'll bounce in.
Yeah, it's going to be a pass interference.
As Beers unable to get the head around there. It was face guarding. I'm not sure if it was really catchable.
Yeah, it looked like the pass was just there and beyond when the flags came out. So, and that's what they call pass interference.
Trying to float it into Golden, who caught the touchdown earlier. So 6:05 left in the third quarter, 20-10. Wahama leads it over Eastern. The referee is going to spot the football.
And on that one, Michael, I think that the bump became more of a distraction from where the ball actually was when the flags came out. I think the bump was enough of a distraction. It was close. I don't know that was catchable at that point when they flagged it, but it is what it is. The chains move, first down, 10 Eagles.
Golden sets up at tight end. They've got a pair of fullbacks as they hand off to Edwards. He spins out of one. He's tackled at the 39-yard line. Pickup of 4.
Second down and 6.
Just a very methodical approach by Jason Jackson and this offense. Good time management as the clock winds down under 5:40 left to go in this third quarter.
Eastern can cut it to a field goal deficit with a touchdown. As Yonker under center will hand Durst. Durst pushes the pile down to the 34-yard line as Braden Stats helps make the tackle. We'll set up 3rd and 1.
Pretty quiet crowd watching this one play out here.
The White Falcons have been tested at times this year. Had a close one against Tyler Consolidated at certain points. Otherwise, pretty lopsided scores as the Eagles are hanging around. Quarterback sneak. And he gets it as Yonker moves the chains. A stop for them to set it at 4:47 left in the third quarter. As we broadcast on WOWK Plus and WJEH 93.1, the Wolf Facebook page. As Yonker goes down to get the snap, hands it off. Edwards threw an arm tackle to the 20 as Stitt was wrapped around and brought him down.
And move the chains again. Nice first down pickup.
Gain of 12.
And there's Edwards pounding out the hard yardage. Impressive night thus far for Edwards.
35 yards here in this third quarter, had 58 in the first half. Play clock down to 15.
And a full house backfield once again.
As Edwards will take it to the 15-yard line. Good push, makes it 2nd and about 3.
Gain of 7 on the play. 2nd down and 3.
It's a 7-yard pickup. Sets them up nicely here inside the red zone with the ball at 13.
This offensive staff for Eastern making good adjustments. They switched OCs coming into the year with Coach Sturm stepping away as they'll give to Durst. Durst met by Elijah Hicks, tackled with authority.
Nice switch up there for Eastern to go with a smaller back. Opens up some holes there. Going to be close to the first down marker.
That'll set up 3rd and 1.
Just shy. So about 2 football lengths to get the first down and move the chains, and you get into the 10, do away with the chains in a 1st and goal situation. Optimally, that's where Eastern wants to land after this play.
As Yonker takes the snap, guess who? Ethan Edwards this time dropped for a loss. The White Falcons won the push up front.
A flag in late.
A flag comes in.
Big push up front by the White Falcons.
As we'll await an important call upcoming.
You look who was in on the stop for Wahama. Taylor Northup was in on that stop.
Face mask going to go against the White Falcons.
That's a big one. D'Angelo Thompson also in on that stop. And
as they'll walk it off to the 6 of Wahama.
So a first and goal off of a half the distance to the goal, face mask penalty.
Durst, Edwards, and Gilmore in the backfield. And they dropped it. They fumbled it. The White Falcons jumped on it. The Eagles turn it over.
Big miscue there.
D'Angelo Thompson recovered it. And kind of an unforced mistake, I think, just mishandled.
Yeah, and that's a tough way to see that drive in for Eastern. You look at that defensive unit out there on the field now as they transition. Just kind of shell-shocked that you have a long, sustained drive. You have this Wahama White Falcons defense right where you want them. And just a miscue. Shuts it down in the red zone.
You wonder if this is a good time to take a shot as Simpkins will roll right. Quarterback run, hesitates a couple times out towards the line of scrimmage.
Nice containment. Yeah, nice containment there by that Eastern defense out on the left edge, or the right edge rather, working toward the far sideline to hem him in.
They'll say he went out right at the line of scrimmage, no gain. Aiden Young flanked out at wide receiver. Cooper Roush makes sure he's onside. 10 left on the play clock. Back for Trace. Up the middle goes Reason. Stitt into the secondary. Tumbles over to the 26-yard line of Eastern. Gain of 19.
2:26 on this third quarter clock. Got a big first down pickup there for Wahama. Work them out of a hole, Michael. Get them up closer to the 25. Ball spotted at the 24.
Simpkins goes back to Stitt. Stitt salvages what he can. Picks up 2 or 3. We'll set up 2nd and 7.
Stitt brought down after a gain of 3 by number 65, Nathan Shepard. To be 2nd down and 7.
See an extra slot man come over to the left side as they go heavy stacked left here.
That's Aiden Young over at the wing. Trayvon Beers, they'll swing it in the flat to Young. Young to the 29-yard line.
Looks like they're going to mark him across the 30, close to the 31.
So minimal gain there, sets up 3rd and manageable.
Then that third quarter clock still stopped on the play out of bounds. 1:44 showing on the third quarter clock here at East Shade River Stadium, and Wahama with the 20-10 lead.
Third reception there for Young as they go back to Stitt. Stitt trucks one and finished the run at the 40. Whew. That's called keeping the legs moving.
He just gets that burst, man. Once he gets pointed upfield and gets a couple steps, he kicks it into another gear. Nice running the ball there by Stitt.
That was Edwards that was the recipient of the contact at the end there. Hard-earned tackle.
Yes.
And Simpkins will send Young to the right side of the formation. They give up the middle to Reason. Stitt tiptoeing and winding his way to the 48-yard line. White Falcon fan base loving the effort.
It looks like the Tasmanian devil, man. The way he just twists and turns and moves his feet. He just keeps pounding away.
The White Falcons here trying to take control of the football game. As we move towards the fourth quarter, 53 and winding left in the third. They fake to Beers and drop it. Trey Simpkins.
Simpkins lucky on that one.
Has to jump on it and cover it up, I think.
A little miscommunication there. I think Beers thought he had it, didn't. Ball drops. Fortunately, didn't take an awkward bounce. And Simpkins able to immediately pounce up on the football. Still a loss, but, man, huge break for Wahama. Could have been disastrous.
3rd down and 8. 25 seconds and winding left in the third quarter. As Coach Toth will call out the play. Eight seconds left on the play clock. Inside goes Stitt.
Oh, fumble. That's Eastern. Eastern football. Yeah. Man. Kind of go on that double pitch.
And Wahama,
Wahama got it. I thought Eastern was on it for just a moment. And Wahama fortunate to get back on that football. Man.
Talk about catching a break.
Let it walk.
7 seconds left on the clock.
Let it roll. They can. No play clock running here. They can let this thing roll and get to the fourth quarter.
Stitt punt. Down the middle over the head of Ethan Edwards. Will backtrack. Picks it up. Heads towards the right side. The clock started running very late. And D'Angelo Thompson made the tackle at the 40.
The clock didn't run. That should have been the end of the quarter. There's a flag coming in late near the 28 back, near where the kick was, near the original line of scrimmage. So let's see what this is.
Yeah, it's on man.
Referee's talking it over.
Yeah.
Came flying in from the back.
There's Wahama coming off the field. Right now it's showing 1 second left.
Yeah, that clock should have run. We should be out of this quarter by now.
Yep, that's what it is.
And call there going against Eastern. Personal foul. So that'll back the Eagles up 15 yards. And the clock situation remains a mystery.
So 1st down and 10 coming up for the Eagles. And they'll get one play here before the end of the third quarter. And don't forget, over on WOWK Plus coming up, 13 Sports Zone and the local news coverage with all the high school football highlights from around the region with Spencer Atkins.
1 second left. Are we going to the fourth quarter or not?
I don't think we are. I don't see them resetting the clock. I think they're going to let a play go here.
So Eastern with a hard-earned stop after the unfortunate fumble thwarted the last drive from an Eagles perspective. So you figure they're probably going to stick with what they've been doing with a lot of Edwards, a lot of ground and pound. Right now, Jason Jackson trying to organize something on the sideline.
News and all our local programming free. Get the WOWK Plus TV app today.
Download the free WOWK Plus app now. Go to your TV store and search WOWK Plus.
Avenue in Point Pleasant. For more information, call 304-675-4386 and check out the website at homeprowv.com.
To upgrade your home with a comfortable new setup, stop by Main Street Furniture and Flooring in Middleport. Main Street Furniture and Flooring offers a wide selection of premium sofas, recliners, mattresses, and more. And if you're looking to renovate from the ground up, Main Street sells and installs quality carpet and flooring products. Call 740-691-5125 for more information. Main Street Furniture and Flooring in Middleport. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
The player that was down there was Ethan Edwards, was able to get up on his feet and walk off. Hopefully he'll be all right. Obviously a key player for the Eastern Eagles, and of course we wish him the best personally as well. Hopefully he'll be all right as the trainer will work on Ethan. Great kid, excellent athlete.
And this will be the final play of the third quarter right here with 1 second on the game clock.
As Yonker goes under center, we'll pitch it to Durst as the horn goes off. Durst is tackled after a gain of 1 or 2 in the open field by Cooper Roush. And that'll take us to the fourth quarter. 20-10 White Falcons. 12 minutes left in this one on 93.1 The Wolf.
For premium coverage on home, life, auto business, and more, stop by Julia Davis State Farm, located at 2926 Jackson Avenue in Point Pleasant. Julia Davis is proud to provide insurance and financial services to the good folks of Mason, Meigs, and Gallia counties, as well as to those in all surrounding areas. Julia Davis State Farm, licensed in West Virginia and Ohio. Call 304-812-5126 to schedule an appointment today. Julia Davis. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Looking to auction, manage, buy, or sell property in Mason County and the surrounding area? Don't make it hard for yourself. Let ERA Town & Country Real Estate and broker Becky Steen-Lambert help you out. ERA Town & Country is Mason County's only real estate office with a licensed auctioneer. Call 304-675-5548. ERA Town & Country Real Estate, located at 1911 Jefferson Boulevard in Point Pleasant, a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
And we're back to it at East Shade River Stadium. 20-10, the White Falcons lead it over the Eastern Eagles.
Big shout out on the video stream, P, tonight.
Oh,
we got viewers from Montana. Cheryl Kaler watching us from Montana tonight. Rebecca Baldwin from Myrtle Beach. Belvin Bob Workman from Summersville, West Virginia. Thanks for tuning in on our Facebook feed, also on the WOWK Plus app tonight.
2nd down and 8. Yonker hands off short, and the White Falcons stuff it. In there, Ian Fowler. Caden Roush also will set up 3rd and about 7. Well, we'll take what we can get. How about that?
Yeah, exactly. We're expanding our reach.
We appreciate all of our fans. Seriously, it's all year round, not just football season, baseball, softball, basketball. They are dedicated. We thank you so much. It makes broadcasting the White Falcons fun on a night-in, night-out basis. As Yonker runs off the right side, is on his feet towards the first down marker.
Still on his feet. He fumbled it forward.
A football, they get it.
Was trying to figure out if it didn't look like he popped out to the outside. I was trying to figure out what happened there. So he lost the handle on the football, recovered by Eastern, but it was fumbled forward to the benefit of the Eagles because it was enough to move the chains. 1st down and 10 Eastern at the Eagle 35.
As the Eagles will break the huddle, 11:05 in winding. They'll split Colton Lloyd out at wide receiver. Lloyd, a standout basketball player also. They hand off up the gut to Kyler Basham, who got 1 or 2. Another good effort there from the White Falcon D on the interior. As they'll say, 3.5 yards officially there for Basham. As the coaching staff will hoist up the play sheet.
Eagles just taking their time as the clock continues to roll. Under 10.5 minutes to go in this one. 20-10 lead for the White Falcons. No scoring in this game since the end of the first half.
As they'll give it on the counter to Ronnie Golden. He slipped one tackle. He's brought down by Cooper Roush. And a friend, Noah Bear, at the 44, flags down.
On the end of the run, flag came flying in there in the middle of the field, the 42-yard line.
A face mask will go against the White Falcons.
Man, that's a killer. Good movement for Eastern, though, was see the chains move once again, and another Eagle first down off of the Wahama penalty.
Puts it at the 49, right in the center of the E. Game clock at 10 minutes. As Yonker will go under center with Durst and Basham behind him. Golden at tight end, fakes the give, looks left, throws high and deep. And Colton Lloyd just dropped it. It was in and out of his hands as Cooper Roush was defending. And no laundry.
Timing there on that one. Lloyd had to wait on that 1 minute. As he waited, that double coverage for Wahama closed in on him. Just did not get the ball fired out of the pocket quick enough there to make that work.
As we're inside of the New Era broadband booth. 2nd down 10 for the Eagles at midfield. Edwards still over on the sideline as they'll pitch. Basham following the block of his quarterback, Yonker, is only going to get a yard. As Trayvon Beers involved in the stop, as was Reason Stitt.
Nice closeout by that Wahama defensive unit there, as they continued to shift toward the sideline, bring more numbers, and too much to overcome there for the Eagles.
It's 3rd and 9. As Yonker, with the hands on the hips, looks back towards Jason Jackson. Wahama looking for a 35th victory in this all-time series. Timeout taken. It will be the Eagles as we'll step to a break. 9-0.
New Era Broadband introduces Net Mobile. Get reliable national coverage at down home prices. Unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data available. Affordable monthly plans as low as $15. Neb Mobile. That's Neb with one B. Available now through New Era Broadband. Call 740-992-0620 or visit www.netmobile.com. www.netmobile.com.
McKinney's Auto Detail and Repair in Mason is the Bend area's one-stop shop for any and all maintenance that your vehicle needs. They'll make sure your ride is ready for the road with top-of-the-line full-service auto care, including oil changes, tire rotations, diagnostics, and much more. McKinney's will go the extra mile with their interior cleaning and conditioning to restore your paint to a premium gloss finish. McKinney's Auto Detail and Repair, located at 394 Pomeroy Street in Mason. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
9 minutes, 2 seconds left in the ball game. The White Falcons clinging to a 10-point lead in this defensive second half. As Yonker fakes the handoff, plants the feet, throws incomplete. Trayvon Beers covering it was well right of the intended target. As that'll bring up 4th down. Down by 10, 9 minutes left. For now, Eastern with the offense out there. Their punter is Edwards, so that might factor a little bit into the decision. And they're going to go for it. Trips left, one to the right. A single back to the right of the quarterback, Yonker. No roll right, lets it go, and it's too high, incomplete, as the White Falcons brought pressure right into his face. And they turn him over on downs. This is a defense that has bowed its neck tonight when they have to.
Yeah, they have. Big stop there. Don't forget to tune in to 93.1 The Wolf after our game tonight for the Mark Porter Auto Group High School football scoreboard late tonight, early tomorrow. That runs on 93.1 The Wolf. You can also find the full scoreboard over on our Facebook channel.
The whistle sounds, single receiver each side, quarterback run. Simpkins lost the foot in after a pickup of probably 2. Yeah, that Mark Porter scoreboard is phenomenal. How long have you been doing that?
Doing that, I think this is year 3 or 4 for us with that, expanding out the coverage. Of course, we do that to supplement the coverage on our sister station, WMOV, that runs a comprehensive look at high school football in the Mountain State with Metro News High School Football Game Night until midnight over on those FM signals in the Bend area, 93.5 FM and 106.9 FM.
As they're back to work, shotgun, Simpkins, handoff, Reason, tumbles over. And again, didn't get much as Kyler Basham involved in the tackle. Sets up a 3rd and a 7, pickup of 2. Yeah, love West Virginia Metro News game night. That is a fixture in the car.
And if you're viewing on the TV side of things, want to check out those guys at 13 Sports Zone. Spencer Atkins doing double duty, moving off the weather desk to cover high school football on Friday nights.
Big 3rd down and a 7 as they'll give to Stitt.
Oh, man, nothing there. He's in trouble.
Does well to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Good effort as that was a negative play off the rip. Ronnie Golden tackled him. So 4th down.
Eagle defense, outstanding job once again, holding this potent Wahama offense in check on another series of downs, and the White Falcons going to punt it away. Eastern going to have another opportunity here with just under 7 minutes left to go in this one.
Low snap cut, gets a low kickoff, takes a Wahama bounce. He muffed the kick. It's loose. They're fighting for it, and that'll back Eastern way up. It looks like the Eagles were able to recover somehow.
They were lucky there.
As Josiah Kearns went back and got it.
And the thing is, Michael, at this time, the later we get into the season at this time of year, once these temperatures start to cool off, you start to have a little bit of dew, that football gets a little bit slippery. And I think that's what we saw there on the initial muff. And then that thing just continued to roll on that wet grass and kept popping out from underneath people. Fortunately, the Eagles able to get on top of them. Man, they've got a hole to work out of here.
And Ethan Edwards back out onto the field. After he was shaken up earlier, they'll split him out in the slot. D'Angelo Thompson lines up across from him. The safety is Trey Simpkins. From the end zone, Yonkers steps in, throws. It's overthrown and incomplete. They'll set up 2nd and 10, just trying to throw a little swing pass out there to the right. That was a dangerous one. He had Beers over there. That would have been an automatic pick 6 if he would have got a deflection towards him. I'd imagine the defensive line going to be pinning their ears back here for Wahama.
So a lot of time on this play clock, 10 seconds.
Yonker, clean drop, throws, completes in the flat to Durst. Durst tackled in the open field by Reason Stitt. Picked up 4 or 5.
And you notice the Eagles, Michael, anytime they're getting near that sideline, they're trying to stay in. They want that clock to roll. As the game clock does continue to roll here at East Shade River Stadium, now approaching the 6-minute mark left to go in this one. And again, Wahama maintaining that advantage they've maintained since midway through the second quarter, a 20-10 lead.
Trips left, one to the right. From the shotgun, the throw is incomplete. Tips off the hands of Kyler Basham. And the Eagles receivers looking frustrated as Bulk thought he was open.
And here you or fourth down inside your own 10-yard line, you're still very much in this one. You bring your punt team on and try to get another stop if you're the Eagles.
Fourth down. Jason Jackson wants to talk it over. The offense was out there. We'll keep it right here. So big decision coming up for Jason Jackson. If you go for it, you're pretty much saying, hey, here's the game.
We keep fighting, don't lose your way. Keep digging, keep striving day after day. In the garden we find our strength, our core. Keep growing through it all. Growing through it all. Growing through it all.
Situation for Eastern. They want it to still be their friend. If they can get a good stop here, potentially on a change of possession and get the ball back, the clock could very much be their friend down the stretch with another good sustained drive. But the problem is you got to get 2 scores. That's the challenge for Eastern here. You got to get 2 scores on the board. So they're running out of time. They need to make something happen. So let's see what happens here as maybe he takes a riverboat gamble in this battle of the bend on this big fourth down.
Right now, Durst is set up way back where the punter would be, so maybe they are going to go ahead and send it away.
They could quit. If something would open up, they would have the potential to do something, but you think they just want to get a quick kick and get this thing out of here.
As they'll jog off Grady Murphy. Whistle sounds. It is a short snap. They option it to Durst. Durst sprinting to the sideline, tackled by Cooper Roush. And he was short.
And that was the gamble. If you're down 2 scores in this situation, that's a heck of a place to roll the dice inside your own 10-yard line, but that's what Jason Jackson felt like they had to do to keep some momentum here, and it just came up short, and it's going to set up Wahama nicely 8 yards away from the end zone to stretch this lead out potentially to 17.
To snap the ball backwards about 3-4 yards there, I think that's a hard ask. You might want to think about trying to throw it across the first down there. Of course, easier for us to question it from the booth. As Simpkins will send Beers in motion. They go Reason. Stitt ran into his own guy and then runs into one of their guys. Is just short of the goal line at about the 2.
And with the amount of time we've got showing on this game clock here as we approach the 5-minute mark, this could seal the game here for Wahama.
A 25-second play clock will start to drip down. I doubt they'll snap it till it gets inside of 5. As the officials stop things.
Kid's throwing a little football down there and it got away from him. So
a future gunslinger, that's pretty far. I think he's got a red shirt on. Wingback Beers. Simpkins shotgun. Give his Stitt. Lunges across the goal line. Touchdown, Wahama. Reason Stitt, third score of the night from 2 yards out.
And that should wrap it up for the White Falcons.
26-10, 5:14 left in the contest. And an important point after here because it's technically still a 2-possession game. As Miller will swap out shoes here. He's got a white kicking shoe that he uses. You want that flat soccer shoe, or boot as they call it. Been watching a lot of Ted Lasso recently.
Good show.
Outstanding.
That is. Can't wait for the new season.
And Stats catches the snap, holds down, kick is up, and it is good. Wahama up 27-10, just over 5 minutes left in the contest. We're back after this on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf.
It's time to get your wheels rolling along smoothly, and Sassafras Tire in West Columbia is the place to go. Sassafras Tire is ready to meet all of your basic automobile needs with premium tires, wheel alignments, oil changes, and more. Your vehicle will be driving good as new with a top-notch tune-up from Sassafras Tire, located at 4964 Penile Road in West Columbia. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
Moving West Virginia forward starts with improving the schools that serve students across the Mountain State. The Thrasher Group's team of dedicated K-12 architects and designers bring an innovative perspective to the education market and stand ready to give West Virginia classrooms the progressive edge they deserve. Whether it's a simple classroom addition, a state-of-the-art athletic complex, or a brand new facility, Thrasher's got it. Find out why the Thrasher Group is the firm of choice for K-12 design solutions at www.thethrashergroup.com.
And we are back on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf and WOWK Plus. As it's kicked, fielded by Durst, he'll bring it past the 25, or past the 15, now to the 25. Cuts it out. And hanging on to him by the jersey, escorted out there by Preston Hemmelgarn. And a flag's down.
Well, Michael, the scoring drought game clock-wise had been 24 minutes and 15 seconds. Hadn't been a score in this contest since the 6:29 mark of the second. That was when Eastern scored their last score off of a Ronnie Golden TD reception. Reason stick the 2-yard run for the Wahama White Falcons, 5:14 mark in the fourth quarter. Miller's extra point kick good, and that leads us to 27-10 here as we are approaching the late stages of the fourth quarter in this one.
A holding call there will scoot it back for Eastern as the referee walks it off to the 20.
Team news and all our local programming free. Get the WOWK Plus TV app today.
Download the free WOWK Plus app now. Go to your TV store and search WOW.
So Eastern going to have to throw, going to have to move quickly. Shotgun. Yonker will roll right, eyes down the field, throws it. It's caught by Edwards at the 35-yard line. Gain of 15. Second Edwards catch. He's got 55 receiving yards. As the band plays along, both bands show out tonight. Bulk and Lloyd out at wide out. Edwards in the slot. They'll dump it down to Durst to open the field to tackle Reason Stitt. And he's so good at that.
Nice stick by Stitt. Good containment. So no gain, second down and 10. Eagles coming to the line.
4:30 left on the clock. Two receivers split out each way. As Yonker looks, pulls it down, steps up, and Ian Fowler catches him, tackled him forward, maybe got 2 yards. Somewhat of a body slam there.
Yeah, Fowler was waiting for him there and just bear hugged him about the 45 and then just rolled and wrapped and brought him down. And they're quickly back on the football with time ticking.
Fowler came into the night with 25 tackles. Looks to throw. Over the middle. Open. Durst caught it. Past the 30-yard line. As that flips the field, gain of 34.
Nice pass reception there by Durst. It's a name that's been around Eastern football for a long, long time.
Fourth Parker Durst catch. As Yonker looks for a man, pumps, lets it go, cut by Basham. He'll tiptoe out at the 23.
Got to give a hat tip to our camera operator / sideline guy tonight, Tom Sussman.
Without
staying
question.
with it. He is just, man, I'm telling you.
He was here about 3:30 this afternoon getting set up, allowing us to just waltz right in and do whatever it is that we do. He's putting in the real work. As Yonker looks. Intercepted. Here comes Stitt. And that could start to salt it away for Wahama.
Yeah, I think you'll see the White Falcons run some clock here, and with 3:44 remaining in this one. Valiant effort by these Eagles tonight as they did what they needed to do to stay with Wahama in this thing through the better part of 3.5 quarters. But here in the fourth, White Falcons starting to put this one away late.
Up here with Tom Hunter joining us in the booth. He's the normal voice of the Ravenswood Red Devils for this season.
Don't know that I would call me normal.
On a week-in, week-out basis this year, he's the voice of the Red Devils.
There you go.
Certainly not normal.
Yes. Yeah, I would not call me normal. I was able to get some vocal rest tonight. Then about 6 o'clock, I get a call to come out of the bullpen. And fortunately, I live just 3 miles down the road, so it was nice to come back up to the alma mater. And press box looks a little different than it did back in my day. But
it's beautiful.
They've done a nice job up here with this facility.
White Falcons lost one on the last play. They'll set up for a 2nd down and 11. 3:05 and ticking. Play clock down to 5. As Beers goes behind the quarterback, they'll hand off to Reason Stitt. And nothing doing. Was tackled quickly there by...
Timeout on the field, I believe.
I believe Blaze Gilmore.
Yep, timeout on the field.
Team news and all our local programming free. Get the WOWK Plus TV app today.
Download the free WOWK Plus app now. Go to your TV store and search WOWK Plus.
Insurance and financial services to the good folks of Mason, Meigs, and Gallia counties, as well as to those in all surrounding areas. Julia Davis State Farm, licensed in West Virginia and Ohio. Call 304-812-5126 to schedule an appointment today. Julia Davis. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Brinker Machine in Leetart, West Virginia is the Bend area's center for commercial and industrial machining and fabrication services. Family owned and operated since 2012, Brinker has lathes, brake presses, and custom welding. And the qualified professionals at Brinker Machine are equipped with a boring mill, milling machine, and CNC plasma cutter. Call 304-882-0000 for more information. Brinker Machine, located at 5488 Graham Station Road in Leetart, West Virginia.
27-10 Wahama, 2:49 left in the contest. 3rd down and 10. They'll keep it on the ground with Stitt. Stitt met and tackled after a gain of about 3. Strong tackle again from Gilmore. Blaze Gilmore, the 6'1", 220-pound junior, brother of Rowan Gilmore, who plays college football at Capital University.
And the clock continuing to wind here. Under 2:20 left to go here in this one, with Wahama having a 27-10 lead.
And again, it's Reason Stitt back to punt. D'Angelo Thompson, the punt protector, and almost got blocked. Got a decent one off to the 40. White Falcon player stats picks it up at the 38.
One thing I want to mention, particularly for the folks.
Group presents The Adventures of Car Ferry. The Car Ferry says shop pre-owned vehicles at Mark Porter Auto Group and you'll be sure to save because he blasts high prices, which means they have the right vehicles at the right price. You'll be sure to say, Car Ferry, you're my hero.
Car Ferry, you're my hero.
Visit markporterauto.com to see all our locations and get great deals on great vehicles. And be sure to keep watching The Adventures of Car Ferry.
That they desperately need to pass that levy this time.
Quads receivers. Ethan Edwards sprints in front of the quarterback. Yonker looks his way, pumps, throws over the middle, incomplete. in and out of the hands of Parker Durst. As Jason Jackson just looks exasperated. Some of the plays have been there tonight. Just unlucky.
I think it was a good game plan by Jason Jackson's crew. It just came down to execution. You miss an opportunity, huge opportunity down there in the red zone to score on the fumble that killed a drive, and man, that was a backbreaker for Eastern.
2nd and 10, 1:52 left. 27-10 Wahama. And Yonker looking right, slips through a crease as a runner, is tackled around the legs, stood up by Reason Stitt. Pickup of 5. Be sure to stick around after for our Home Pro Custom Builders Player of the Game.
I think I might have an idea who that's going to be.
All righty.
We made a little bit of noise here this evening for the White Falcons.
Yonker pumps, lets it fly, and saw it late there. Cooper Roush deflected it. Maybe thought he could have had an interception. Brings up 4th down. So Eastern next week going to take on Trimble on the 10th. And Wahama goes to Ritchie County.
Another program note on the TV side for our friends with WOWK Plus, who are used to seeing the Ohio State Buckeyes playing in that 3:30 slot tomorrow. Ohio State prime time tomorrow. The CBS 3:30 game on Channel 13. Penn State at UCLA.
4th down. Yonker, quarterback run. Pulled it down, made the right read. Will get enough yardage to move the chains with a minute 12 remaining. Credit Eastern for playing hard. And they will change the dial down. It's a first.
Down to 1:12 on the game clock as the Eagles break the huddle and come to the line.
Trips left, 1 right. As Yonker. I'll let it go. It was batted by Stitt and then falls incomplete. Simpkins was in coverage also.
Michael, we want to make sure we extend a huge thank you to Superintendent Nick Detweiler here at Eastern, and also to the Athletic Director Brock Stewart, all the staff here. They rolled out the welcome mat for us this week. Appreciate all of that, and working with us and with WOWK to make this broadcast possible on the WOWK Plus app tonight.
Without question, the administration here has been tremendous. Got us set up. It's back. Yonker runs around the corner, throws it up in the air deep, and in and out of the hands of Colton Lloyd as Beers and Stats were on him. 1 minute remaining.
And also a huge thanks to Sean Banks, General Manager of WOWK Television, all the staff at WOWK for their work with us to get this out to a bigger audience tonight through WOWK Plus. And, of course, a big thank you, as we mentioned earlier, to all those folks who are great about supporting the White Falcons from near and far, watching us on the Facebook channel on 93.1 The Wolf Radio.
Shotgun. And it's back. Braxton will shuffle his way to the Eastern logo at the 49-yard line of Wahama. It's another 4th down. Just a 12-second difference, play clock and game.
Can't fault the Eagles for the effort tonight.
And it's been a battle as Yonker a look to throw. It was hit hard and almost picked off by Chadwell as Thompson nailed him and was helping him up. Looked like somebody kind of ran in there to maybe break something up, but I don't think it was ever heated.
Yeah, I don't think it was ever heated. I think they just wanted to get there in time in case tempers did flare a bit, but that was just a football play. Tough that it came on the last play of the game.
So from a WMOV standpoint, I was going to ask you before I accidentally called you normal, where are we next week?
Ravenswood is home against a very tough Roane County team who was taking on the Ripley Vikings tonight. Little Burdett's program over Roane County, having a lot of success again this year. Expect them to very much be in the playoff mix.
As Simpkins will take a knee, and that'll do it. The Wahama White Falcons go on the road and knock off the Eastern Eagles 27-10 to improve to a perfect 6-0. Just 4 regular season games left. Eastern will drop to 3-3. As we step away, we're back with our Home Pro Custom Builders Player of the Game.
The Car Ferry, scaring away high prices at Mark Porter Ford, Jackson, Ohio. 300 units at these deals. We might set a sales record. Here are the deals. 25, 26 F-250s and F-350s, over 100 available. Save up to $10,000 off. 2025 F-150 pickups, save up to $10,000 off and get 3.9 for 72 months. 2024 Mavericks Hybrids, $26,499, only 12 left. Still thinking? 100 Super Duties, $10,000 off. Wow! 2025 Ford Expedition, 10 in stock. New body style. Can you say hot, hot, hot? Full-size Broncos, save $6,000 off. Get yours customized today. 2025 Bronco Sport starting at $29,999, 30 in stock. 2025 Ford Explorer is 3.9% for 72 months. Save up to $5,000 off. As your Ford low-price dealer, we sell everywhere. We do volume while others do price. Shop 24 hours a day at markporterford.com. 2025 Mavericks, 40 available, 300 in stock, more coming every day. 400 pre-owned vehicles. Shop markporterauto.com or come to Route 32 and Mayhew Road, Jackson, Ohio. All financing through FMC credit with approval. Sale ends October 31st.
It's time to make your dreams a reality by finding a lovely new place at Home Pro Custom Builders in Point Pleasant. Family owned and operated for over a decade, Home Pro specializes in custom modular and mobile homes. They offer full service excavation and septic installation services as well. Model homes are open for viewing Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come on down to Home Pro Custom Builders at 3411 Jackson Avenue in Point Pleasant. For more information, call 304-675-4386 and check out the website at homeprowv.com.
To upgrade your home with a comfortable new setup, stop by Main Street Furniture and Flooring in Middleport. Main Street Furniture and Flooring offers a wide selection of premium sofas, recliners, mattresses, and more. And if you're looking to renovate from the ground up, Main Street sells and installs quality carpet and flooring products. Call 740-691-5125 for more information. Main Street Furniture and Flooring in Middleport. Also a proud supporter of Wahama High School sports.
It's time for our Home Pro Custom Builders Player of the Game. And tonight, we're not just going to give it to one player. We're going to give it to the entire White Falcon defense.
I think that's very deserving. Reason Stitt with another fantastic game, but the defense is what really stepped up tonight. And what was a defensive battle between these two clubs throughout much of the last 2.5 quarters of this one. And Wahama getting enough done on the offensive side of the football, taking advantage of some key turnovers and creating some opportunities to get it done, but that would not have happened without this White Falcon defense. So a hat tip to the White Falcon defense, our Home Pro Custom Builders players of the game tonight.
And Reason Stitt, an honorable mention, 148 rushing yards unofficially and 3 touchdowns. We'll give you the for sure numbers on the news probably on Monday, but that was another strong performance from Stitt. Kept the defense on their heels and just relentless. Yeah,
and kudos to Eastern's Ethan Edwards, who had an outstanding night rushing the football for the Eagles. And, again, a very effective game plan, I felt, by Jason Jackson to keep Eastern hanging around and in this one, fighting it out with Wahama. But at the end, the White Falcons, again, taking advantage of some turnovers and keying on some Eastern mistakes to come away with a big victory here tonight in this Battle of the Bend.
Ethan Edwards tonight with 100 rushing yards, 55 receiving. He was really solid. Parker Durst with a 34-yard reception in the game, had a 15-yard catch too. And Ronnie Golden reeled in a 12-yard touchdown reception. Kyler Basham with 3 receptions, as some different Eagle players were able to get into the mix. Colton Lloyd, 2 catches for 46 yards. as the Eagles going to drop to 3-3. But don't sleep on them the rest of the way. That is a team that could definitely cause some trouble in the early rounds of the Ohio playoffs. Look for them to get hot down the stretch.
Yeah, we got about 30 seconds left here on our video stream. Again, a huge thanks to WOWK for clearing us tonight on WOWK Plus. It's been a pleasure for us to bring this game to you. A big thanks to Dave Miller back at our studios for engineering our radio broadcast on 93.1 The Wolf. Big thanks to Tom Sussman for his camera work here as well at East Shade River Stadium tonight, with Wahama coming away with the big 27-10 victory over the Eastern Eagles.
And I appreciate you, despite the off night that it was supposed to be, coming out and helping out Tom Hunter. This has been Michael Sussman on 93.1 The Wolf and WOWK Plus. Have a wonderful evening.